What's going on, people? Jay here, and welcome back to another episode of Drivecast. I don't know what episode it is because I don't check.
40! It's actually 40! It's our 40th
shit.
anniversary!
Yeah,
boy.
They have actually been on for 40 episodes, fun fact.
So today what we are going to be speaking about is Need for Speed updates. So we've seen some dope ass shiznit come out of Ben Walk's lips or fingers, if you want to be technical. So neons of the shit, shiznit like that stuff. Okay, Need for Speed stuff, obviously. Then we've got Forza Horizon 3 wishlist, so things that we want to see on a game that might not even be good. Season passes, DLC, and the current DLC trend, and obviously the Q&A answers from y'all.
I said, hold up! Yeah, I'm gonna let you finish, but I wanna... Okay, so, for those who watched last week, you may realise that my internet was being a keck, and halfway through, I was like, and I didn't get to finish off what I was saying. Now, let's rewind back to last week. Should we rewind back? Okay. Oh my god, the reviews from Need for Speed are stupid. Oh my god, I really don't like them. Yes, I don't like them either. Oh, some people are stupid. Yeah, they are. Okay, so now we've rewinded. I'm glad that was what we were talking about. And basically, I didn't get to finish what I was saying, and I was going to go on to a really good point. Now, I can't even remember what that guy's channel was called. Fail Race?
Fail Race.
Yeah.
Fail Race? Said some stupid shit, straight up. I didn't have a chance to make a commentary about this. I really wanted to do that. And I just kind of want to vent out my anger about Fail Race. So, basically...
Fail Race triggers me!
So basically, he basically judged Need for Speed on the fact that it's an arcade racer and not a simcade racer, similar to how Forza is. He judged the game on stuff like the fact it didn't have wheel spin, the fact that, you know, I don't know, the cars just didn't handle realistically front wheel drifting as well, kind of front wheel drifting. I want to say right now, I know it's kind of not the right time to mention it because we've already done all that shit, but if you take Need for Speed and you expect it to be a simcade experience, no, there's something very, very wrong with you. It's an arcade game. If you're judging the game on the fact that you don't have wheel spin in a 1,000 horsepower car and that you go straight into a wall, you're deluded and you need to re-look what Need for Speed is. It's a fucking joke. The people who take the piss out of this game and say shit like that for no apparent reason doesn't make any sense. IGN constantly contradicted themselves. You know, they didn't really moan about the lack of progression in Motorsport 2012, but they said that the progression in Need for Speed 2015 was short. There wasn't any progression in Motorsport 2012 at all, besides the blacklist, which was really just a selection of races. It wasn't really proper progression.
Blacklist. It's just a shoddy, like, redone of Blacklist.
No.
So, on a final note, I can't really finish it to kind of the standard I'd want to because the kind of time's already passed now. But Fail Race's video didn't really make a lot of sense. He kind of basically complained that it wasn't Forza Horizon 2. IGN, very confused, don't know what they're talking about. And I think generally people are just confused and they don't know what they want, or they just like to find things to moan about. And that's all I have to say on that matter. I want to say sorry for the fact that I did lag out last week. It wasn't me. I actually found out what the issue was. Basically, Virgin Media is shit. It's basically what they've got extreme autism, and the internet wasn't working.
Americans and other nationalities that don't know what Virgin Media is. It's a
Virgin Media, yeah. Virgin Media is worldwide.
Them niggas got Virgin. Oh, I mean, those people have Virgin Media too.
Doesn't exist in my
Yeah,
country.
we do.
Virgin Media is worldwide.
It doesn't exist in my country.
Okay, so slap me for
Virgin
going down there.
exists
Uruguay.
Nope. It doesn't. We don't have Virgin Media.
So everywhere except Uruguay. Everywhere except Uruguay. Yeah. Yeah. They were being the asshole, and that was basically.
Okay, you done with your rant?
I'm done with my rant. Let's go on to Need for
Okay.
Speed updates. I'm eating food, by the way, so if I like kind of go in and out, that's why.
What's going
Drive
on
Club.
there?
Oh, Drive Club.
In the Need for Speed case.
Drive
Kill
Club.
yourself.
Yeah, I don't know where mine is. Mine was in here, but now it's in my PS4. So. Who wants to start off this topic? I can't restart it because I'm eating food and I'm trying to get this down my throat, just like Nina's problem. So someone else needs to do. Someone else needs to do this.
All right.
Oh god.
Okay, Nina, just go.
So
Yesterday, some new Need for Speed news was announced on Need for Speed's website. I think it was called Under the Hood. It was the first,
Yeah.
I guess, look
yeah.
at Under the Hood. So basically, what this is they just announce what they're going to add in future content updates, including this one, where in this one they are going to improve. I think the biggest points were they're going to improve the AI, meaning that they're going to be less rubber banding. But I kind of like it just because it gives you, it makes you push toward winning.
Speedway,
and
you just start fucking sucking on that thing because it's autistic as fuck. Carry on. Sorry, that was really annoying.
But I mean, I like how they're updating the AI. I didn't really kill yourself, Speedway. Seriously. I didn't particularly hate the AI previously. I was okay with it, but now that they're improving the AI to be less rubber bandy, I like that. Also, the biggest one.
If it leads to intelligent AI, that's only
Yeah,
a
there you
good
go.
thing. Although I do like how it's a bit ridiculously hard on some
Yeah.
races, just because it forces you to be a better gamer. So I know where you're coming from, babe.
Yes.
But
But I mean, component parts was one of the races that were, fucking that race was hard for certain people and they were moaning about it. And I think that was one of the reasons why. Yeah, like CJ because it's trash at Need for Speed.
Amy's 180SX outbeating my freaking event to the.
Okay, and I had a 600 horsepower BRZ, so suck my dick.
Yeah, it's because all the AI crashed at the end. That's how I won.
No, that's not how I won.
Not how I won.
I won via
Not
skill,
how I
kid.
won.
I perfected that race. 1v1 me on component parts.
Same,
I'll fuck any of
Same.
you.
Let's
So
hug.
good at that race
I'm
now.
gonna hug you, Cam. Let's hug. Yeah,
Okay.
love you.
But
Okay.
what they kind of need to do is get like a basic premise for the AI intelligence, basically meaning how I don't want it to be to the point where it's super easy to outrun in the fact that I'm beating them by at least like a minute, because that's ended up what's happened on like older Need for Speeds, like undercover
That's what
stuff. I would
happens on
end
this
up beating
game,
the
some
AI like a
races.
minute. So, but I kind of want them,
Especially
to
in the
be-
drift races. In the drift races,
Yeah.
you win by basically the minute equivalent in
I
points.
know what needs to be
Yeah.
added in a difficulty level system.
There already is one.
Easy.
There already is.
Come again?
like
There already
Races
some
are easy,
with
medium, hard.
No, I mean that you can choose.
yeah, like in undercover.
But you
That's
can
what he
just
means.
So
Like,
easy, medium, hard, very hard.
but I feel like there
It's
should
kind of
be
been there
some-
already.
I mean, there should be a lot. There should be challenge. I'm not saying there should be
What
challenge.
he
but
means, Cam, is he's saying when you go into a race, there should be a setting to set it as set.
Oh, I
easy,
get you. So
medium,
basically,
hard.
for every
Yeah.
single race, you mean easy, medium, hard. So like,
Yeah,
how
or
component
when
parts
you-
now? Component parts now
underground.
is hard only, but you would want
Yeah.
it to be like so when you go there, you can pick between all of them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or if you
Yeah,
like,
but you
even
get, like,
before
less
start the, like before you start the actual game itself, at the very start, you choose what difficulty you want to play the
I
game.
think that'd be hard just because it's always online.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
then
Because think
again,
about it, when I roll up to a race and you guys are just chilling there and you're like, we're just
yeah.
chilling our cars. We're not actually going into a race, and I'm playing on extreme, and let's say CJ's playing on very easy.
Oh, yeah, that's
I
not
start
gonna
that
work.
race.
Yeah, I
I
wouldn't
start
do
that race,
that.
and CJ's like, "What happened? This is mad," and it's not. That wouldn't work. I don't think.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, CJ would be the
I
only
would-
one moaning out of all of us, saying, "This is too hard. This is too hard for me. I'm not gonna get first place. So fuck you guys. This is too hard."
I would like to see easy, medium, hard on the actual races themselves, though. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
that'd
in
be pretty cool.
underground, but you get like less money if you do it on an easier difficulty than a harder
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
But obviously, you don't only do easy because you're not any good at the game.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Freaking what's I was gonna say.
But yeah, anyway, other than updating the AI, they're also adding in mirroring for the vinyl, or they're adding blah, 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 blah. They are adding a mirror feature in the vinyl wrapping thing. When you edit your vinyl,
In the vinyl
you
editor,
can-
they're adding
there you
mirroring.
go. Yeah, there you go.
That's
I
clear.
couldn't word it. Which
Yeah.
is gonna be that's so helpful because that will save you one, that will save you time, and two, you could be a lot more accurate. You could be accurate with
Accurate.
you could be accurate with having your vinyls show up on one side and you get to have it mirrored on the other side. So say, for example, if I made, okay, I'll use Cam as an example. If I have an east side or skyline and I have if I have the vinyl on the side, I get to mirror it.
I have a good one.
Yeah, he has a
You
good
don't
one.
have, no, you don't have letters. No.
Nah, nigga, my like I don't even care, like, because I'm hardcore. I'm
wanna point
hardcore,
out-
so I mirror all my designs anyway, nigga. I don't need.
Look at this shit. That is chicken pie. It looks like sick. I wanted to point
Jerk
out
chicken.
so you guys saw what I was eating.
Jerk chicken.
But back to what we were saying about mirroring and stuff. That shit's cool. We've seen that in other games. We need to get onto the most important
The
feature.
most
Neon!
Undoubtedly.
Neons!
Mirrors.
Yes.
Mirrors.
Neon.
Mirrors.
Neons
Yeah.
are coming back to Need for Speed.
After
I
like
got that.
It's
Wasn't
been
Underground 2 last game
11
to have it?
It was
years.
Underground 2, yeah.
11 years. Other than Need for Speed World, 11 years.
So initially, it's only going to be added to Amara Hashisan's Diablo as a first look kind of thing, and that's what's coming in the next update.
Yeah.
So just want to make that clear because a few people don't know that. Then over time, they're going to add it to everything. Hopefully, maybe. Basically, they're going to add it to quite a lot of stuff later on. Yes.
Okay, what do you mean by
Yes!
stuff? What do you mean by stuff?
Yeah.
Can you add it to cars or not?
What do you What do you mean by stuff? Like, do you mean the cars?
Yeah, they're going to add it. Over time, they're going to add it to more cars.
Okay, okay.
So, but for what we're gonna see, like straight off the bat, is it only on Morohashi-san's Diablo? Once you complete
Yeah.
the Outlaw thread, which I've already done, so I'm gonna get that shit straight away, and we'll get the neons. And you know what? I really hope. One thing I really hope that happens: flashing neon. I said it.
Oh.
Pulse.
I want flashing neon.
Oh.
I want like epileptic fit neon. Like that's what I want. Like that. That's what I want. I
Yeah.
want
Yeah,
flashing
he wants to
neon.
kill me. He wants to kill me. Watch out.
I want, having the choice to have it like dim, so having like a certain dim level to your
Yep.
neon, so low, medium, high.
Oh yeah, that'd be actually
obviously-
really cool. You know how like the vinyls, or not vinyls, but the color works on your car. You can like
Yeah.
tune it like that. That'd be really cool.
Midnight Club? Like in Midnight Club.
Yeah, or
Yeah,
like
they
Midnight
can-
Club. Yeah.
Mm.
I think one thing that would be cool, but probably won't be in the game, is so you can kind of go under the car and then pick where you'd like it to be. That's not something that I'd expect to be in there, but it's something
No, I
I
think so.
think would be quite cool. So like you could choose between like the front,
Yeah, that'd
or
be
just
so
like
sick.
just front only, like GTA
Or
does.
like- yeah.
Yeah.
So you can pick the front only, or the front back, or left right, or all of them, or maybe just right, or whatever. That'd be cool.
But
I think it's really
yeah.
good to see back.
Oh yeah, that hype, the hype behind that is fucking amazing. But other
So,
than that,
and
there's some other minor ones. Do you guys want to talk about neons more?
Yeah. Sure. Go ahead.
I haven't really got much else to say besides it's fucking sick, and I would just
Yeah.
I haven't got much else to say.
Yeah,
There's
but,
something else that I can talk
Other
about.
than that, what is CJ saying?
I
No.
was
There's
just talking in
something
the
else.
background.
Like it's a list of stuff that they're improving. Now I want to talk
Yeah, no,
about. I
I'm
forgot
reading it
what-
off the website right now.
Yeah.
But I
Keep
mean,
going.
other than that, they're gonna increase the level from 50 to 60. Pretty sure that's what it means, right?
Yes, and that
So-
needs to happen. I hope this happens every month.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That'd
It's
be
like a
great.
bigger
That'd be
jump
good
next
idea.
month as well.
I
That'd be
was
quite
talking
cool.
with CJ this, and I think it has a purpose. Like just the addition, for example, of neons. Like if they add it to cars, maybe it's going to be unlocked in one of Amy's missions at level 55 or something. Like that's what I thought. It could
Yeah.
be like a good use to unlock the neon stuff. Like you
Yeah.
have to keep grinding for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be like one of the ender game things. That's I said that really shittily. Like end game things where they promote people actually getting through the game to get neons and stuff. That'd be good. Yeah.
But I mean,
I mean, I think there should definitely be a level cap on it to get neons. So, like a 60 level cap would be sick.
yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, yeah, I don't really mind. I don't mind. I mean, I just want to get my hands on it. I mean, whatever the level cap is going to be, I'm sure I'll be there in no time.
Yeah.
Because just like all of us, like, we'll be playing this game almost religiously. So I'm sure we'll all be there pretty ASAP. But I'm just glad they're adding into the game. It's the fact they're adding it in so early on, which gets me. The game hasn't even been out for a month, and they're already adding in neons, level caps, like 30 more preset vinyls.
Yeah, 30 more
Yeah.
preset wraps. They're also adding in some new daily challenges just to spice things up a little bit. 3 more trophies and achievements, and then they just add general bugs bug fixes. So
I'm assuming what the achievements would be like are just something to do with the neons,
Neons.
maybe,
probably,
or like with the new daily challenges or something like that.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I would think anyway.
But has me so hyped. It really does have me so hyped. It's just
It does.
think about it. This is month 1.
Week
month
one.
1 out
Week one.
of how many? It's like there's going to be so much more added in the future, and I can't wait to see the future of Need for Speed.
I mean,
It's only going to get better.
Like Cam said, it's relatable to GTA Online in that we're gonna see a lot more content coming in as time progresses.
One thing
Yeah,
that
yeah.
I think that is gonna happen, like I don't know if you've seen that Battlefield 4 is still getting support from the developers, and as I see that Ghost Games is getting a little bit bigger, I think they're gonna have one area in which it doesn't matter if they are preparing for Need for Speed 2017, I don't know, but they're still going to keep going, developing stuff for this game, updating this game. Like Battlefield 4 is still being updated, like till nowadays. I think they added Dragon Valley or something new. Last
I think it'll
week.
keep being updated until the next Need for Speed comes.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like if the studio gets, for example, really big or something like that, like Battlefield, let's say, it could still be updated even though that another game comes out.
I mean, it would be
Yeah.
cool, but if they're
I
gonna
don't think so.
add more devs to the team, I would like to see more
Yeah.
firepower than they put into this game. Because just imagine even more development or more staff in their development team just adding on to the next Need for Speed game after this one,
Yep.
rather than just having the
Yeah.
same amount and then having the extra ones or whatever work on this game still. I don't really see the logic in that because
Yeah,
if you-
I'd rather just have them all working on the
Yeah.
next one and have the next one just something ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I just want to see where it goes with the future. I feel like we're not paying for a game. That 40 quid, it's like a subscription to well, you're buying the game, but as well as that, you're buying like an equivalent season pass as well, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So you're not just buying the game. You're buying the game and you're buying a whole array of updates along with it.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. Like it's like you bought the game and a season pass, but it's all in one bundle, and that's how it should be.
By the way, last time I was like driving around the city, and you know that the downtown area is not accessible.
yeah.
That is
Yeah.
going to be a map expansion. Like I
It
can't.
has to be because there's this part of Burnwood. There's this part of Burnwood. I'm not sure if you guys know the main road that goes kind of past the safe house or the garage or whatever. There's that
Yeah.
main strip of road, and at the end of that road, there's like a construction area.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean,
And,
I
like,
wouldn't
it's
doubt
all
it.
blocked.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
doubt if that was a
I
map
mean, they
expansion.
said they don't have plans, but I think they've left themselves open to an opportunity almost.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
mean, there's so much shit that could be added to this game. It's ridiculous. I mean,
Yeah,
there's no
there's-
telling at this time. Anything could happen. I wasn't expecting Neon so early, so who knows what they've got in store, really.
I mean, there's
know.
there's pros and cons to next gen gaming. Obviously, the cons being on disc DLC, which Forza does, but there's also some pros being that you could just update the game infinitely until the next release. But
Yeah.
it's
Especially
just,
like an always online title with like Need for
yeah,
Speed.
yeah. It's gonna be a
Yeah,
lot easier
like-
than stripping the game down.
And the crew.
Yeah,
They
there's
had
also
always
another
online stuff.
example.
Yeah.
Like that, because like with the crew, that shit had all like constant stuff added to it in
Oh, yeah.
terms of like the vinyls and
Yeah.
and specs as well. A lot of specs were added to a lot of the cars. Overall, that game was like I can see why that game was always online. As same with Need for Speed, because it is going to be constantly updated. It's like a living ecosystem almost.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just can't wait to see what the future of Need for Speed holds. If there's one feature that you could see, like you would want to see in the game, what would it be? Because one new feature that hasn't been announced in this update.
Clubs.
Like- could it be like a feature from any other Need for Speed game in the past? Or-
Yeah, just anything
Just a
that wasn't
feature.
added in
One
the game.
feature. What was
Yeah.
so hard to understand?
That's what I'm trying to wonder. Like, why are you
What's so
trying
hard to
figure it
understand
out?
about one feature?
Oh my
that you
god!
want?
Oh my god! Oh my god!
But
Oh my-
I think clubs would fit into Need for Speed or Cruise.
Yeah.
Or
Ooh, I think
Three,
more
two,
race
bounce.
modes. More race modes.
Yeah,
Because
definitely.
I want to see speed traps back. That would be sick if we
Oh,
had speed
yeah.
traps.
oh yeah.
Speed traps would be good.
I,
Yeah.
I, I want to see.
multiplayer matchmaking, like in terms of like how PvP does it.
Yeah,
Way
I feel like
better.
it could be really competitive.
Yeah.
I would like to see territory battles and pink slips.
I don't know how that would work.
You could fit that into a multiplayer pack.
If yeah, but if there's clubs, imagine like Jay said, if they're, for example, they create clubs. Like I would like to go and have a territory battle with another club.
Well, if
Yeah.
it was,
Maybe
if
not a
it was-
territory battle, but maybe just
Yeah.
battles.
Yeah, just
definitely.
like
if, see how the
battles.
crew's got the faction thing, how
Yeah.
they've got different factions.
Yeah,
yeah.
and
Oh yeah.
how they if you know, if your faction's first, you get a certain amount of money every month and stuff
Yeah.
like that. I
Yeah,
think
but
that
it's-
something like that could fit in. But,
I
you know,
don't find
rename
that
it-
being so competitive in the crew. Like to
Yeah,
be fair,
no.
I just joined the faction and I don't give a fuck how my faction is doing.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
I just joined the other day. Oh, I got 9,000 bucks. That's cool, I guess.
What
but
I
that's-
feel like there should be I know where Jay's going with this. It kind of relates back to the Need for Speed World thing we were talking about last week. Is that you should create a team and you get to organize battles against other teams. So it's like a 4-on-4 if there's
yeah.
only 8 people in the lobby. So like, but I would think like if you're gonna add crews in the game, I would say have the cap be like probably 8 players to 12 players or something. Because
Yeah.
it's gonna be
not
it's definitely gonna
stupid
be
like GTA.
Oh no, definitely
Yeah.
not. But I would like to see something like that because I mean there shouldn't be that many because there's only 8 people available in a lobby. I mean that's still quite a bit. But
Yeah.
if you were to do a battle, it'd be a 4v4. So I think about 8 or 12 would be an appropriate number for a crew size.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
just me anyway.
I think when it becomes like you can have 100 people in a crew, it becomes a bit meaningless.
Hold up,
It's
guys.
more like
I'll
just
be real
being-
quick.
Okay, he's dead. It's more like just being a part of a of like more of a fan base thing. Like say
Yeah,
YouTuber's got
it's-
a crew or something.
It's just the GTA crews are more like join my club and you get to have a clan tag on it. It's
Yeah.
kind of
Basically,
meaningless.
it's the Angels of Death. The Angels of Death, whatever they're called. You know that motorcycle gang, the Angels? I forgot
No
what
one
they're
knows.
called. Something Angels. They're the biggest crew, like motorcycle gang in the
Charlie's
United
Angels.
States. Hell's
CJ
Angels.
CJ's saying something stupid.
Yeah, something about a motorcycle
I don't know
club.
what this has.
I don't know what
This has to do with the GTA crews and how it's so massive that it's just kind of there to be a part of something with a clan tag.
But even
That's
then,
kinda-
that has somewhat of a meaning. Like GTA crews, it's just have a clan tag next to your name.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not like. I mean, some crews take it to a
Oh
different
yeah, definitely.
level.
But
Like,
generally,
Like
that-
GTA Wise guys, yeah.
yeah,
looks mad.
GTA Wise guy, he has their meets and stuff, and you have to apply to get in and all that. I get it, but I think when it becomes so many people, you can't really talk to all of them, and it's not really.
it's not community based. Like I
yeah,
feel like
doubt,
if
I doubt GTA Wise guy talks to each and every one of the
Yeah.
members in his crew because there's so many of them. So
It would
Yeah.
work with like smaller YouTubers, but not when you're
yeah.
GTA Wise guy size.
yeah, it's a bit hard.
That's how I feel at least. I mean, wait, what are we just talking about the crews in Need for Speed?
We're just talking about
Yeah.
crews in general, like in other games as well. It's still relating back
I think
to
crew battles-
crews in Need for Speed.
Crew battles could work in Need for Speed. My only issue is if you are doing battles and stuff and you're in a crew, if everyone just was to leave, then what does that mean for the crew?
They're fucking
Because-
pussies.
No, but like, what about all those wins that you got? Isn't it just like pointless?
What do you mean?
What do you
I
mean?
feel like if they're gonna add some type of competitive crew system, they need to add a multiplayer system as well first. Like the crew system alone, I think if you're gonna do that yourself, I think they could do it in a way where Horizon does it, where you can have unlimited people join your crew. Literally rip it off how Forza does it.
But that brings me back to the point where it's kind of pointless and like if you can only have 4 people in a lobby versus another 4 people, I feel like the cap should only be like anywhere between 8 to 16.
But in Horizon, you can only have like 24 people in, but you can have millions of people in a crew, and it still works.
Yeah, but that's not entirely
It has
true.
no
You have
effect on the
balance.
people who weren't added in though. Like if you only had like a crew of say 16 or 12, then it has much more of an effect than having like say 100 people in the crew. Like if you have 100 people and only 12 people played in that crew battle, it's kind of
I mean,
meaningless to the other.
the only people who are really gonna have hundreds of people like are popular YouTubers like Theo and GTA Wise Guy. For us, people like us, like how many people are in my crew of Horizon? Like what, 30, if that? Like, I feel like if you are going to go into competitive crew battles anyway, you are going to be talking to those people, like, daily anyway, or, like, very often. You're not going to go and join someone's crew and never talk to them, but still play crew battles with them. It doesn't really make sense.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
I'm just saying though, like the crew battles wouldn't work if you had like 100 people on the crew, just because the 88 people who weren't involved in the crew battle, it's just gonna be kind of meaningless to them because there's that many people in a crew. It's kind of
I
meaningless.
think it's a good idea. I think Ghost could definitely do something with it, but it would just be hard. Especially like territory battles would be something which would be ridiculously hard because A, there's no crews in the actual storyline, so they have to make some up. B, I mean, with the amount of people that play Need for Speed, I don't really get how that would work. And I mean, you'd have to separate it into El Rey, into like Crescent Mountains, and then into the 2 downtown sections. And that's only 4 places which people can battle for, which doesn't
Not
make an
really.
awful lot of
Like,
sense.
you can divide the city on millions of territory battles. I know, like
Not
the
really, because then
cities-
you're just repping like a fucking building.
Yeah. basically
Yeah,
is what
but
you do.
still, like I don't know, like the idea is there. I mean,
I think
I know
first they
if it
need to
works
add in
this game.
they need to add in multiplayer for like actual competitive multiplayer if they're going to I genuinely can see Need for Speed being a really good multiplayer online game. Like if you get your tune right and the physics right, circuit races are mad. They could be mad. And another thing I'd love to see, Street X. I'm not sure if I'm the only one.
I said that last time we talked about this, and you said that was no. You said no. The track's that stupid.
Oh
But
yeah,
nobody
that's right.
wants
Because
to
we were
try.
talking
yeah,
about
you did.
yeah.
That's
Because
right.
remember, me and Cam were kind of on the same side. We were talking about how if there's a racetrack in the game, and how it
I'm
wouldn't
not
really
talking
work
about
since
like
it's
on
all
a track. I'm just talking about like a figure 8 or like just a square. Like
What, in the
in
city?
the city area.
Oh,
Wait, the
okay.
city now.
I'm not
That's
talking about
nice.
like an actual a
I-
drift track gone
I mean, it would
Street X.
still
Cam,
kind
Cam.
of be a circuit race if we were doing a figure 8 or something.
or like in a parking lot.
But it would be the same because in Need for Speed Underground 2, you had like another handling system for Circuit X. I don't think they're going to change the handling system for this thing, especially if it's in.
You can do that yourself.
Yeah, but it's not the same
You
thing.
can make a Street X car yourself.
But it's not the same thing though. Like it's not Street X. It's just another circuit race, just going around in circles. It doesn't matter if it's an 8 circle. It's the same thing.
I mean, you could get rid of NOS easily. So there's no NOS in the race.
Honestly, I want you to take a big, deep think about this. Like, just think. Are you really telling me that a mini track, not a big giant track, not like, a big international track. I mean like a small, track that a lot of towns in the US have, some towns in the UK have, that wouldn't work in Need for Speed. You're fully telling me that would not work.
I think it would.
Yeah,
press
because
the
of all
button to go
drive.
in. It could mix in, but it could mix in with what do you call it? With the PvP you're talking about. Like say you pull up to the track's doors, you press the button, you go into a lobby, and then you people join the lobby, and then you race around the circuit.
All right, I
I
see what you
would
mean with
think
that,
would
but
work.
since the game is heavily based around all drive, I see where you're going. Like, if you went into a private session, that would work. However, since all drive is such a big thing, and I think it's always going to be an occurring thing in this game, is if you were to go to the track, for example, and you were to do a race, and other people were already racing on that track, and you chose a different route than those other people, then you just see them going through the guardrails.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah,
I
that's
mean.
one
That's
huge thing.
why I said it wouldn't work with all drive. However, I completely agree with you. If it was just a private lobby thing, I think that would work excellently. But since all drive is a thing in Need for Speed, I don't think that would work.
I mean, if and when manual gets added, because I know they said they're looking into it.
Yeah.
So like, if it ever does get added, I'd love to see drag races come back.
Oh yeah.
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 I think it will. Yeah.
Because there is definitely some sections where you could get drag races going, like on that one big bridge.
The bridge. Yeah.
Yeah,
bridge.
yeah,
Is
the
it
road
El Rey?
Oh
Is
yeah,
it
the
El
one
Rey or is it
the one big in it's in El Rey. It's like next to the waterfall or something.
Yeah,
It goes
that
above
big
the
road, that'd
freeway.
be perfect for drag races.
It goes above
yeah.
the freeway. Yeah.
And like the little sections where you can go in and out of the oncoming and incoming traffic, and where the little barrel things are. Imagine doing a drag race, 1-on-1. You're both on you're both on like one side, and there's two traffic cars coming on the other end, and you go through that little gap, and the other guy totals and you win. Imagine how sick that would be.
That'd be pretty sick.
I like
That'd be
little
intense.
things like that. That'd be so sick.
I mean,
I think
but,
drag races is definitely.
But that would make Niner Fails at Drag Races 3. I don't want that to
Oh
happen.
yeah, I remember that.
I'm so bad at Drag Races 2.9. You don't even know. I played that shit on PC for Underground 2 as well. I don't know how the fuck I do it on controller. I'll be awful.
One thing I would like to see added, since we're doing that still, is car meets. Like,
Oh yeah.
just
Actually,
straight
I
up
was
car
thinking
meets.
about something like that as
Yeah,
well.
Like,
pretty
have
cool.
them go into like a parking lot or something. You guys heard of Cars and Coffee, right? Or-
Oh yeah, definitely. Like cars
Yeah.
and octane,
Yeah.
cars and coffee. Yeah.
That's one
Something
thing I
like-
think about.
How
Something
do you
like
think
that,
it
but
would
more
work?
seedy and undergroundy. If you know what I
How do you
mean.
think it would work? Because at the moment for that, like,
Like-
okay, so you can only have 8 in a lobby first off, and then people
Yeah.
kind of already do
Oh,
that outside the garage
That would
anyway.
kind of that would kind of tie in. That would tie in with the all drive thing again because you'd have to be in a private lobby for that.
Also,
Yeah. Okay.
but maybe it could be like Horizon, where they have designated.
That's what I meant.
That's not really a car meet.
Well, that's crap
Hurts.
though. The car meets on Forza Horizon were totally just they just called it that to try and
Just
get people
lobbies.
hyped.
But they
Stupid.
could be like places where you could go show off your cars, and other people could like line up and stuff like that, and then you could get like style points for that. Like,
Well,
I get that.
if you have
I
good
feel
design
like
and stuff.
I feel like you could already do that in Free Roam Alone, like just meet up in
Yeah.
a parking lot. So
I don't think there needs to be a mode because everyone does that outside. The garage is a meeting place.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
name me the amount of times you've gone outside the garage, lined up, and just started revving your engine next to some randomer. I've done that a
Yeah.
good few times.
plus, like even
I think
I remember in the beta, me and I told you guys this. I think I also said on Drivecast once before, but just gonna make it short. So I was drifting in El Rey in the beta, and just three
Some
people started
joined
joining
you,
with
and then
me.
you're joining
And
together.
then
Yeah,
we're
I
just
remember.
parking in a parking lot, revving our engines, and then going again down the mountain. That was sick. But yeah, Jay, you.
Where was that going to?
I'm just saying.
You did
It's
a CJ then. You were like, so I've got a story to tell, and then you told your story, and you were like, that's it.
No, I'm saying I was relating that back to whatever, man. Whatever. I was relating it to the conversation I had.
Never mind,
We have a
man.
new CJ.
We're being infected.
No, the autism. No.
I think
But-
can I say something
No,
now?
babe,
'Cause
you've got
nigga-
you've got the ball.
Okay.
Speaking ball.
Basically, I get what CJ's saying. It's not essential at all, but it is something that could be added in eventually. Like,
Oh yeah,
it's not like we need it. It's not like it doesn't serve a purpose, but it'd be quite cool to have like, you know, a close-up look at people's cars. So like kind of like the way Forza Horizon does it. But if you've seen Test Drive Unlimited 2, where you could go into people's houses and look around their cars and stuff and get into them and rev them, something like that. But like I said, it's not essential. So, you know,
yeah.
it's just a query
Like
sort
the
of
Test
thing.
Drive Unlimited 2, how at car meets and stuff, you could actually walk around and view their cars. That was pretty cool. But obviously,
Yeah.
seeing as Need for Speed game has like nothing to do with like walking around and stuff, creating characters and stuff, I doubt they would do that. But that it would be a cool idea to like have places where you could like zoom in on people's cars and view them. Like,
Camera
as-
mode.
Yeah.
I said it.
Yeah.
Camera mode.
Yeah, camera
Forza
mode. Oh my
Horizon photo
goodness,
mode,
how did I not
dash
say that?
Drive club photo mode that needs to be added. Love to see that. That would
Yeah.
make everything so much easier.
There's no drive-
What I would like to see is a vinyl shop.
Yep,
Like,
vinyl
like
store,
music.
vinyl.
Yeah. On
Yeah,
a market.
that's what Speedway just said.
He said final shop, but shop and a market are two different things, but whatever.
No, shop and market are
Um,
the same thing. You're just
they're
buying
the same
vinyls
thing.
from the
Like
shop.
I got basically all of the decals and stuff I got off of Forza Horizon 2 were from the thing. I
I don't
never
wanna
really
see
made
full-on
my own.
vinyls because that kind
So-
of force it allows you to like you don't have to put as much effort into your car. Like I feel you should, but what I do want to see is people selling their designs.
I want to sell
On
my
the store.
shit. I want to sell
Like
my
the
shit.
rats.
Like I want to
So
sell
the-
my East Side Skyline for moolah. You know,
Ooh.
But yeah.
I want to make
But-
it rain millions. Because think about it, if you hit lucky and you're like, and your car. Okay, let me start again. So if you hit lucky and your car gets like loads of buys, you could become a millionaire out of that shit, and you could literally be rewarded for being a good painter. And I think that's just a great thing that could be added in the future.
Yeah. Be a Bob
I'd
Ross
love
of
to-
the Need for Speed game.
I just want to sell my vinyls. I'm not gonna buy anything. I just want to sell my vinyls and get money.
Yeah,
to it.
but I like the idea.
Just
of
when you say
buying-
that, but in Forza especially, like I said that myself, but I bought a base. Well, I basically used everything I could.
I'm a designer, man. I design my shit. Okay, I see the
Shaniqua,
car.
I know how you feel though. I was gonna be like, I was like Forza 4. I ain't gonna buy no one shit. I'm gonna use my own shit. And then I bought an Eddie's car and
I see the car. I see the car. I grab the shapes. I smell weed. I imagine.
No, it doesn't matter if you don't like, you know, the idea. Like if you don't do it, it's just
Yeah.
some people
Other
can't
people
do it. Some people genuinely can't do it. They don't have the creative mind to do it. In Forza, I genuinely couldn't do it because I was kind of intimidated by it. It was like, oh, how am I gonna? What, you did that with shapes? Huh? Shapes? And for some reason, Need for Speed was kind of more. I felt a bit more relaxed with it. I don't know. It's
With
a bit
Need for
less
Speed, I feel like
intimidating. It's
encouraged to
weird.
make designs.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you guys are like if you don't feel like way, but when I go into the vinyl shop, Forza feels a bit like foreign and a bit like too serious. But Need for Speed, it feels like Amy's sitting there with like I'm holding Amy's hand and she's like, "I'm gonna help you make this design," and I'm like, "Okay." That's what it feels like.
And the fan fiction begins.
Oh god.
Oh god.
Yesterday,
Amy's paint shop.
yesterday,
Oh,
yesterday I got the copy of Need for Speed, and I was showing to you guys. The first thing I did, apart from the tutorial shit that you have in the beginning, I didn't know what the hell that is. I grabbed my Subaru, and I went to the vinyl shop. That's the first thing I did, and I started creating the vinyl. Like that, I'm a designer, man.
That
I'm
did
a
look
good
nice.
master.
On Need for Speed regularly, if you don't have a
Minus
vinyl
the
on your
piss
car.
green.
What?
Minus the piss green, it looked nice.
Oh yeah, minus the piss screen.
Yep.
But anyway, what was I saying? Fuck. You made me lose my train of thought,
Oh,
you
fuck.
asshole.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I don't know
this is
what
what I was
you're
gonna
saying
say. This is what I was gonna say. So, regularly in Need for Speed, if you don't have a wrap on your car, in a sense, you feel kind of naked. Like you kind of want to put a wrap on your car, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, even if it's something basic.
Yeah,
None
yeah.
of my cars have no wraps on. All of my cars have a wrap on. Like,
So,
I find it hard
Yeah.
not to do it.
You just feel
I mean,
naked.
I've got one where it's just got a few stickers here and there,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
every single one has been tampered in some way. And I think that's basically because there is a 5-car limit. If you had unlimited cars, you wouldn't be doing that
Yeah.
because
Actually,
you'd buy
that
a
is
car.
debatable. That is actually debatable for me in my case. I genuinely think I would have multiple cars with different designs, especially my RX-7. I feel like I'm changing that every 2 seconds because of how I don't want to sell other cars, but then I don't want to have more than
Of course,
two because
but
it takes up.
say in Forza, for example, the fact you've got so many cars, you don't really like customizing every single car like in the vinyl editor. It's a bit of a hassle, but because you only have 5 cars, you kind of more aim towards it. I want to make these 5 cars look insane. As
Yeah.
with Forza, it's like you've got like a million cars to pick from. It's like, oh, I've got too many cars to make look nice, almost.
Yeah.
I feel you.
But yeah,
And people
I think with the 5.
people still complain about not customizing the F40.
Oh my
Still.
god,
Oh shit.
you can put wraps on there, can't you?
Yes,
I'm
you
pretty
can.
sure you can
I-
put wraps on it, but you should know that Ferrari isn't supposed to be customized. Because I mean, I even heard like I think it was
Myth.
Deadmau5 like
Myth.
It's not me.
No, it's not a myth.
Myth. It is a myth.
It's
not.
It's not a myth.
I don't
Ferrari
think
don't
there's
like-
an issue with customizing any car. A car is something that
Well, but you're not
is
Ferrari.
supposed to belong to
You're not
someone.
Ferrari.
You're not Ferrari.
But Nina said you're not supposed to customize a Ferrari like it's a forbidden thing to put.
Oh no!
to
You can
customize.
do it. if
I
you
said-
want.
did you
I
see
said it would be
Aspect.
it's looked down upon by Ferrari.
Oh fuck them! I don't give a
Yeah.
shit. Oh, I thought
Yeah,
you
but
meant.
the problem is that
But yeah, but
next
you're not
to
gonna be
you,
able to get the licenses for it if they look down on it. 'cause you're asking
I'm
off the-
getting the wrong impression of what Nina's saying. My bad.
You
I
know.
thought you meant that because people look at it strangely, like you're not supposed to customize an F40. I personally wouldn't customize an F40.
I
Well-
would probably put on a few parts on an F40, but I mean,
I'd put on that Liberty Walk kit.
Yeah.
Yeah, 50. I would, but it's not my fault that Ferrari, you know,
Yeah.
a bit pissy about that shit. Like,
Bitch,
Well,
I'm gonna make a stupid ass Ferrari. Like I'm gonna put all vinyls in it, and I'm gonna tag Ferrari on Twitter.
you know what you can just do? Do what the people from Forza have been doing for years. Make yourself a Liberty Walk kit using stickers.
Yes.
Yes.
And then you'll be going around with
God.
fake on bolt-ons, and everyone else will actually have licensed body kits.
Oh,
And then the
God.
Forza guys can't moan. You know, if you're really that bothered, go ahead and make an F40 Liberty Walk kit.
Yeah.
With vinyls.
That's it. Like you have the tools.
Shapes. With shapes.
Mirroring's coming soon. It'll be even easier.
Yeah.
That's what we need. Anyway, since we're on the topic of Forza, should we go on to Horizon 3,
I think we should.
the game which God forgot? So, basically,
Woo!
Whoa.
Forza
fans,
Horizon
Yay!
damn. But is it okay? We'll go around the table. Is it going to
Damn,
be good?
son.
Simple yes or no. Is it going to be from? Is it okay? Is it going to be good? Yes or no? Jay,
Can't tell.
Richard.
It could be neutral.
Okay, let me
It's-
rephrase that sentence. Do you think it will deliver? Jay,
Can't tell. I actually
Richard.
can't tell.
Nope.
Spoodway,
I wish.
CJ.
No, not at all.
So everyone thinks Horizon 3 is going to be a
It's
disappointment.
it's because look at
Yeah.
the downwards trend that Forza has been taking in the last few years.
Yeah.
I think it'll be good. And I'm not just saying this just to break the trend. I legit think it will be good
Motorsport. I
because
think
they have to make it good.
I think motorsport. The big downfall of the series. Horizon is the thing that's been keeping it kind of.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then
alive
again,
in a way.
comparing Horizon 2 to Horizon 1, Horizon 1's heaps better.
It is, of course it is, but you know, it's kind of like that in a lot of games that you know have sequels.
Wait.
I think the only reason they're making Horizon 3 is because they've seen that the sales are good.
Hold
Really?
the phone. Hold the phone. Didn't they say that they were going to announce a 3-year life cycle for Horizon for Forza though? This was like a week or two ago.
Well, it's bi-yearly. So 1 year you get Horizon, 1 year you get Motorsport.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah, but they said it was going to be.
what
3
I'm
years
saying
now.
about Horizon is wait what?
Here I saw this on my Twitter feed a while ago. It was like an article that stated how for Forza series is going to be on a 3-year life cycle and that they're introducing a new type of Forza.
So bitch, why didn't you say this before we were asking for topics?
It just came back to my mind now.
Well, okay, so what I'm saying is Horizon 3 needs to be good for the basic reason, otherwise Need for Speed is gonna completely kill their sales. It is that simple. Think about it. I'm not saying it's obviously gonna 100% kill it. It's gonna definitely What I'm saying is they've got competition now, and with Need for Speed always being constantly updated, when Horizon comes out, they're probably gonna end up releasing some huge expansion pack like the Crew just did, and they actually the people at Playground Games actually need to do something good.
Yep.
So
I just think
So either they're going to kill, you know, their sales in a big way, or they're going to come back with something as good as the first one. Is what I'm
just
saying.
think in a business aspect, looking at it properly, they have to
Yeah.
to do this properly, because if they don't, they're going to murder Forza Horizon and they're
What was
not
the
going to
sales on
make
Forza
any
6?
more.
What were the sales on Forza 6?
I have no clue, no idea.
I'm going to try to find out because I'm
Find out.
pretty sure it shit itself. Does anyone know how much Forza 5 got?
How much? I bet it was awful.
I'm going to try to find out because I know for a fact Horizon 2 didn't actually sell that well.
Forza 5 was the fastest selling racing game in Xbox history, so that's a thing. But
What?
Yep, this is a
Think
That
about
doesn't,
it,
mean, that doesn't mean the
Think about
best
it,
selling
Cam.
though.
Yeah, it's not the
Think
best
about
selling,
it,
but it's
think
the
about it.
fastest.
It was a launch title as well, so you got to keep that in mind. Okay, so they shipped 3.9 Xbox Ones globally with 1.3 million sales for Forza 5.
That's it.
Apparently, Forza 6 has had 43 million units.
43
Worldwide.
million units. That can't be
43
right.
million. Nah, that's not right at all.
That's some Forza fanboy putting it on some forum like, it's 36 minutes the best racing game on its own!
It isn't. It's on a website called Video Game Charts.
Well, they're
What?
wrong.
BG Chart saying that shit.
It said globally sold 43 million copies.
Are you sure it's not
That's
4.3
bullshit.
million?
Probably 4.3.
0.43 million.
Give us a link, babe. Give us
So
a
43.
link.
That's
And I don't
there's an
believe
M
that.
behind it, you freaking autist. Don't let me get savage on Drivecast. If I'm reading that wrong, kill me.
I'm,
That's 0.43 million, you dick. That's like.
oh,
Yeah, CJ was right, wasn't he? 430,000.
Yeah.
see,
Bye.
I'm not autistic after. Okay, I still am, but
No.
still, I wasn't autistic in this moment.
Bye. Bye.
What? That's not even 500,000. So okay,
Bye.
so Forza 6 did 500,000. So and Forza Horizon 2 did 1.06.
All of this is worse than Rivals' sales.
Yeah, but
Dude,
Rivals is across all consoles though.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah, and it
All
had
right,
two
all
versions.
right.
The complete.
I want to find out how much Drive Club sold.
The fact that Rivals selling 3 million was enough to make the people behind Need for Speed change, actually listen to the fanboys. How much sales do you think Forza is going to have to get so low before they actually start listening to the community?
Drive Club sold more than Forza
1.75
Horizon 2.
million.
Drive Club sold more than
2
Forza Horizon
million.
2.
Yeah.
It's
Oh my.
1.76.
Yeah.
That's how much Drive Club got, and then Forza got like what 1.1 something. Basically 1.1.
Yeah.
So I mean, if that's not a wake up call,
Nope, they've sold 2
10.
million. Drive Club sold 2 million. They've got a plaque. Gone double platinum. That is insane.
there you go. So if that's
Well
not a
then.
wake up call to turn 10, then I don't know what is. Drive Club, the game that was broken on launch, legit broken. The game didn't work online at all. The game didn't work, period. And
Yeah.
that game worked and sold better than yours does now.
Turn
And
10
they are
turn
still-
things around right now.
They still have a dedicated fan base of people who play the game. They did. Okay, now I don't really play too much Drive Club, but the amount of respect I have for Evolution Studios is absurd. They literally completely just did a complete 360 of Drive Club. At launch, it was a broken mess, and within like what, it's been a year now, they've released what is arguably one of the best expansions in recent memory. From what I've heard, I haven't played it myself, but from reviews and stuff, from what I've heard, apparently it's one of the best expansions.
Not
we've
only
had.
that, the expansion, yeah, it's really cool, but
It's really detailed too.
the continuous support that they have, like every time I want to make like a Dracula video, it's practically weekly sometimes. Like
I'm not, I'm okay. I'm gonna let you finish. But like the one thing with Drive Club, and I don't like season passes, and we'll talk about this later. But the Drive Club season pass is legit worth the money. Sorry, you can carry on now.
no, that every time I log in to make another episode like on Dracula, usually I do it 1 week, one per week. There's another patch fixing the game, adding more stuff to the game. Like that's all the time. It's annoying really because I want to play the game and it won't let me. But it's like I know like gigabytes of just adding stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
And that's the reason why they've sold more than Forza is because they are community driven. If you look at the is it Paul something or other? I think he's got a Russian name. I don't want to really ruin it. So his name's called Paul. It begins with an R. I'm just gonna call him Paul R. And he works at Drive Club, and he's constantly retweeting photos that people are taking in the photo mode. And may I mention, Drive Club, and you can fight with me about this, has the best, hands down, without a doubt, the best photo mode ever to release in a racing game, as far as I know.
I don't even have to use Photoshop. I can do it in there.
Exactly, without a doubt. If you follow any of the Drive Club devs on Twitter and you see some of the pictures they retweet, that
Yeah.
shit is unreal. And the way the game looks as well, best next-gen game, looks-wise, graphics-wise, ever. Like,
Yeah.
so far, from when I'm recording this, it's the best-looking next-gen racer. And it's quite fun, especially with the wheel. When I had my old wheel, it was a lot of fun with the wheel, and I would just literally go on just to cruise around a track. It is really a really good game, and they've turned it around completely.
It looks like a fantastic game, and it just
Does
reminds
it
me.
tempt you coming from an Xbox like standpoint where you only have an Xbox to buy
Oh, I
one?
want to get a PS4. I mean, I'm getting a job in like a month or two, hopefully, because I'll be 16. I'll be able to get one. One of the first things I'm gonna save up for is a PS4, and one of the first things I'm gonna get for that is Drive Club, and Need for Speed, of course. But thing
The thing is,
is,
CJ, it's different for you because you don't have a next-gen console. You may claim you do, but it's your brother's, so you want an next-gen
I
console.
rent space on an Xbox console. I have rented space. I rent space.
So okay,
But,
so you don't have a console again. Like you need your own next gen platform, and that is a PS4. You already have you can have an Xbox One you can play on, but not constantly.
It's most of the
Okay,
time.
here's coming from one that actually owns a next gen console. No, it does not tempt me to go out and buy a separate console to play a racing game where I can do nothing to my car. It looks amazing. The reviews are
Agreed.
amazing. The
Customization
gameplay
is one
looks
thing.
amazing.
Yeah.
It is a very gorgeous game. It looks like it would be fun to play on for like a week, and then I'll be bored of it. And I'm not saying that I'm not fanning over Forza at all. I want to play Gran Turismo Sport actually, so that's probably what I'll get a PlayStation for. So Drive Club does look pretty good as a starter game. I'd like to see what number 2 is like. I'm very kind of curious to see what they would do on the second installment of the
I really
For a
series.
new IP, they've done amazingly well. I've got
Yeah.
to say, especially just considering how it was at launch and now how everything is now, they've really just done a full circle.
Like when I heard of its release, like before it released, and when I heard about it, I
Oh
was
my
kind of
god,
like,
the Xbox fanboys, they were loving it. They were like,
It's like, wait.
Drive Club, Drive Club is so bad, and like, they'd go in flocks to the comments. They'd be like, this game, the struggle in the next gen streets is real, and
It
I
looked
just remember.
shit, though. Come on, it looked shit. It didn't look like it
It
served
was shit.
any
It was
thing
awful.
in today's day and age.
Well, actually, no.
certain
Let me-
things
let-
were
let me-
missing from it.
Let me take that back. The game wasn't awful. The online just didn't work. That's that's the only
Yeah.
issue was. Single player was fine, but the multiplayer didn't work. I
Yeah.
feel like the reviews were a bit absurd. It definitely deserved a lot higher score than what it got, but the online component not working was just a bit of a huge thing. Just a tad bit. Okay, now here's another question, and I'm pretty sure I've asked this many times before. Now you have an Xbox One. Do you regret having it for Forza?
I didn't buy my Xbox One for Forza.
So
I bought my Xbox One because I play Xbox. Simple. I don't play for the only game I play isn't Forza right now. I'm not playing Forza. I'm playing Call of Duty and Need for Speed. And on my 360, the only game I played wasn't Forza. In fact, I came on Forza maybe 2008, and before that, I've always owned an Xbox alongside my PlayStation 2. So I can't
Actually,
really
I
say.
kind of relate with you there because I remember I was PS3 all the way up until like I don't know, like the last few weeks of the summer, like last year, and then I got like a PS4 just because I had a PS3, and I kind of had that entitlement almost with Sony, and then I got an Xbox because Halo, and I love Halo, and that was literally the only reason.
If I
So
had
I
a
kinda
choice,
get you.
if I had a choice to have both, because young nigga ain't rich. If I had a choice to have both consoles along, the periods of generations, I genuinely would have balanced between PlayStation and Xbox. I'm not someone who would call PlayStation shit or Xbox shit for minor things like slight graphic differences and stuff. I find it really petty and immature. I would also play on PC because they all have their benefits. I find Xbox really friendly, really easy to jump into. I find PlayStation polishes its shit better than Xbox, and I find PC as a whole it's a better gaming experience because you can take things to different levels. I don't feel like you should slander one thing for little.
It's better, but it's no way smoother. PC gaming is so fucking.
Yeah,
the
it's
amount of
really
issues
demanding.
on
It's
that
really
PC game.
expensive.
It's expensive and it's demanding.
Yeah.
So
See, that's
it's-
interesting because that's coming from people who actually play PC. I don't
Yeah.
play PC, so I just I hear all the
you're
time that PC is
you're
superior.
eventually
though, so.
gonna run
It is
into
superior.
problems. You're
Yeah.
gonna run into
It's
problems.
superior in the
but-
sense that frame rates and shit, but not in the smoothness of the game.
I mean-
It's a lot easier to play on console, hands
Well,
down.
also
It's not-
also the fact
Yeah.
that you can mod in mods to your game on PC,
Yeah,
so it's a lot more expansive
Yeah.
in that sense.
I would
me
call
personally.
the PC
Oh,
like
you go.
I would call the PC like the perfect gaming kind of platform if it wasn't a decent reliable at all. Like it's not
No,
reliable.
no way.
It's not a reliable.
Even recording on PC, it's fucking hard. Like I have so many. I still don't know what to get the crew ward run on, just because my PC is so unreliable. But that is what I play the crew on, so I don't know. That's where all my save is. Like that's where all my progress is. Now, coming from someone, I'm gonna switch this up a bit. So, coming from someone who has owned a PS4 and an Xbox One, basically for the same amount of time, I'm gonna say this: the PS4 does look better, and you can probably tell the difference if you do play them both. But if you play Xbox and when you go over to PS4, you might be able to tell a slight difference, but it's nothing game breaking. Like Need for Speed, for example, you know, on the Xbox, there's kind of that grainy filter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's on PS4, but it's just less noticeable. It's a bit more crisper. I think it's running at 900p on the Xbox and 1080 on the PS4. So it's little things like that. Okay, yeah, there's little differences, and even like the frame drops, that's not really an issue on PS4 at all. But the thing is with the PS4, that shit is dry right now. If you go and ask anyone with a PS4 this holiday season, tell me what exclusives they're bringing out. Uncharted, the remastered, that it?
I have no idea because I don't care about the
That's
exclusives right
literally
now.
that and like Drive Club Bikes, and that's literally all they're releasing exclusives wise. Now, if you go onto the Xbox side, they got Halo, whether you like it or not, that's there. Forza, whether you like it or not, that's there. You know, it's still
Tomb Raider.
two more. It's two more.
Tomb Raider.
Yeah, Tomb Raider, which is time exclusives. That's 3 more exclusives than the PS4 has. You know, and the Xbox this holiday season is so more kind of more appealing. I guess it's the more appealing console. And honestly, if I was buying a console right now, having had the PS4 and the Xbox One, I've had the PS4 for longer, but I'd say if you're going to buy one this Christmas, go and get the Xbox, because they need to do anything back, because you don't understand, you know, they've dropped the prices. They are selling mad bundles, and they are still trying to catch up with Sony. They will do anything. They're basically giving Xboxes for free. There's going to be an Xbox bundle soon where you're like, so you get an Xbox One, you get 3 games, 2 controllers, and a car. That's what
Oh my god.
Like, they're just throwing Xboxes out the window just for free, just because they want to catch up with Sony, and they will do anything to get that back. So honestly, if you're going to think about buying a console, unless all your friends are on PS4, then I guess it's kind of a different story.
No, it is
if you're literally
ridiculous. It's
go
ridiculous.
Xbox.
Hold on, let me. I'm gonna let you finish. But right now you can get an Xbox One and a game for the price of £210 UK pounds. Now,
I bought mine
roughly,
for 400.
yeah, I bought mine for 400 too.
I
And
saved for like 2 years.
all right, let me have a look at what the 1 terabyte one you can get for £300 with. This is a Fallout edition with Fallout vinyl stickers all over it,
Final.
and a copy of Elder Scrolls for £300. Now, understand this: I bought my Xbox One last year now, with a game and 1 controller for £400. No Kinect
bought
sensor,
mine. I
no
bought mine.
Kinect sensor. Wow.
400 quid, no
Oh
Kinect,
my god!
nothing.
Get this. You can get a 1 terabyte Xbox One with Fallout 4, the like £100 edition of Fallout 4, like with steelbook, console
They're trying
skin.
to- I
2
tell you,
months,
like,
2
Phil
months
Spencer
of Now
sitting there.
TV movies, 2 months of like an app subscription for £400. Do you know how much more that is than what I bought initially? Jesus Christ.
They are doing everything, like, legit. I mean, you can see that the E3 they had, the poor E3 they had, it's still
Yeah.
paying effects right now.
It was better than Sony, in my opinion.
Fucking hell. I don't know what Phil Spencer's doing behind the scenes, or I think his name's Phil Spencer. He's a god. He's a legit god. I don't know what he's doing.
All I'm saying is, if you're planning to buy an Xbox One, now is the time to do it, because
At one point, I'm pretty sure he called up the people who were making some other title, and he said, "If you make this 900p on our console, we're not going to sell it on our platform. We're not going to do it." And he demanded. I think it might have been Assassin's Creed or something across those lines. He was like, "That best be 1080p, otherwise we're not using it on our console." So they
Phil
made it
Spencer,
1080p
my
for
hero.
Xbox One. He's such a god. I
Oh
mean,
my God.
Xbox 360 compatibility, the new dashboard, which is 100 times better than the old one, may I mention. That guy's a god. Like, I don't even care. And I like Sony. I'd argue that I've been Sony for the longest of times. I started on the PC, as some of you may know. Then I went over to PS3 until like last year, and then I've had both. But damn, Xbox, because it's so much bigger and they've got a big fan, I use it to warm up my feet when I'm cold. That's always a bonus feature. As well as that, the games are quite good. So yeah, I don't know. I just think Xbox they're really.
I was very close to just fully saying, you know what, fuck Xbox, I'm bored, I'm done of it, because when it launched, I was so disappointed with Forza 5. I was pissed that I asked for I was pissed that I asked for that for Christmas. I could have got a PlayStation 3 if I really wanted to. 4, sorry. I could have got a PC.
Why have I not clocked onto that?
So
Oh my
to
god.
stick by my stupid fanboy self and say, you know what, I'm going to stick with my tradition. I'm going to get an Xbox console. And I was like, no, I'm going to sell this. I was like, I was playing Forza. I mean, it was so bad. Like, I was going to sell it. Then, I played Forza Horizon 2, and it kind of gave me a bit more. It gave me a bit more hope that the series would kind of do a U-turn and fix itself. Honestly, like, this kind of contradicts what I said earlier about me not buying Forza for an Xbox. Like, I bought an Xbox for Forza, this one. I bought it for Forza initially. I didn't think I'd be playing Need for Speed on it because I didn't even know that would exist, like, right now. So
I don't think anyone knew this Need for Speed was going to exist, to be honest, when
Yeah.
Rivals came out.
No.
Like, let's be honest, yeah? Like, out of a 10 likelihood, so from 1 to 10, how likely did you think it was at the time of Rivals that this was going to be out? I thought 5.
What?
I told
Four,
my online
maybe?
friends.
7.
I told my online friends it was either gonna be one of the greatest Need for Speeds that we're gonna have in a long time, or it's gonna be Rivals 2, or something like Cops vs Racers, and it's gonna be broken just like Rivals. That's why I said my words right there from 2014.
And it's true. That's true. It is, whether you like it or not, technically one of the greatest Need for Speeds we've had in a very long time.
yeah.
Exactly.
I think everyone can agree on that. Like, if you don't like the fact you can't customize an F40, that's fine, but you can't deny the fact that the lengths they've gone to add all these features. It's Rivals plus a bit of Underground 2 plus a bit of this plus a bit of that. It's literally everything put together.
They
It's the
blended
best
it
of Need for
perfectly, to
Speed.
be honest. Yeah.
What? Okay, so like,
Basically
I've got a
is.
question.
Yeah.
I've got another question. What did you think, like, of Need for Speed as a series before this was announced? So we're talking like April last year. No, yeah, April last year. What did you think Need for Speed as a
Wow.
series?
I thought it was going down the shitter. To be
Yeah.
fair.
So.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Well, I already lost hope in it. I didn't even look twice at Rivals.
So
Like, I seriously
I just want to reiterate how much of a fan I am of this series. Now, I'm not sure if my webcam can even get over here. Look at that. Those are all my Need for Speed games.
Mm.
Like almost every single one. I think it's fair enough to say I'm a pretty hardcore fan. And for anyone says I'm a fanboy, bitch, you should see my Forza collection too.
Now
That's my burnout collection.
I'm not even
fucking
gonna
like-
argue that I'm a Need for Speed fanboy. However, if they did release,
I'm a racing game fanboy, but
if they did release, say another game like Rivals, I care so much about the series that I would buy it because it is Need for Speed, but I would absolutely shit on it like I did with Rivals. I shit on Rivals so hard, probably like 4 months after release. I'm like, I get the people in the comments now. I fucking want an Underground 3.
so
Exactly.
I think I said this in a video. It got to the point with me and Need for Speed where it was a game literally I bought almost every single year without a doubt. But if the next Need for Speed game was bad, I would have gave up on the series. Like, it got to that point. It was like, I can't handle this anymore. Like, it hurts to see it do so bad. It's like, and you kind of want to help. It's like, imagine if like you've got a sick family member, and they can sort themselves out.
And
Imagine
you're going
if,
to ban them
imagine if your dad's a druggie, and he can get himself off, but he won't. That's what Need for Speed was like to me, and I was like, it hurt
If you want
to
to
see
go
it get
technically,
so
if you
bad.
technically want to get into it, people that are addicted to drugs,
Kill yourself. You know what I mean?
They can't just
So-
jump off like that. So if you want to go into it,
Nor can
just
Need
told
for
me to
Speed.
kill
That's why.
myself.
Nor can Need for Speed because that's why they took a year off.
oh my god,
So-
kill yourself with your metaphors, Jesus Christ.
Think about it. So anyway, that's how it was for me. It hurt to see it do so bad, and I would have gave up if it was another Rivals 2, and if it was a good Rivals 2, I would have maybe stayed. But if it was a bad buggy mess, I would have just gave up on the series, like
See,
straight up. Would have just left.
I was going through withdrawals with a good Need for Speed game, and obviously around this time, it was 2014, I started not playing Need for Speed World as much since I already played it 4 years already. So what I did was last year I got these three. I got Most Wanted on PC, and I also got Underground Underground 2 on PC, and I got Underground 1 on PC. I was going through withdrawals with a good Need for Speed game, because I wanted a good Need for Speed game so bad that I bought these 3 right here. So, I
The
mean,
3 greatest.
yeah,
I
and
don't care what anyone says. Need for Speed 2015 is good, but in my opinion, those are the 3 greatest Need for Speed games I've ever played.
yeah, without a doubt.
No, nigga. The best Need for Speed that I've played, in my opinion, I have just such good memories with. Has number
He's gonna
one,
say
like
Carbon.
it is Carbon. I'm not arguing that it's better than Most Wanted. I'm not arguing that it's better
Carbon's
than
great.
any Underground.
Cameron's
I just
gonna
really
fanboy.
enjoyed the feel.
I'm not gonna
and the
fanboy. That's just I don't agree with it.
It's
And
just-
it's not like my
Well,
opinion
this
matters.
is the thing.
but-
This is the difference between me and you, Cam. You've looked at Need for Speed in some sort of technical way. Seems to be your whole life. When I was younger, games to me were games. Like I didn't think
Same.
about the way they were
No,
made. I didn't
I
think
looked
about how
at
they
'em-
technically worked.
I looked at 'em in
if
a
a game
fun
glitched
factor.
out, I'll turn it off and turn it back on and carry on. I wouldn't, tweet them like, "Oh, your game's frozen. Why is your game frozen, nigga?"
That's just
I looked at it in a fun rating, and Carbon just wasn't that fun for me.
If
That's
I had
what
to
it
say, if I had to say my 3, it would be Carbon, Underground 1, and Most Wanted. Underground 2 is not on that
Underground
list.
2 is
I
on
just,
the list.
What?
Probably
Whoa.
out of all of the Need for Speed games. Now,
It would be
granted,
the
Most
fourth
Wanted. Most
It
Wanted
would be
is
the 4th one. And
Most
I'm
Want-
gonna see why. You might.
Fourth? What are the 3 in front of it?
Wait, what?
What are the 3 in front of Underground 2?
Underground 1, Most Wanted, and Carbon. I didn't like so much. Now that I see that once again, I didn't enjoy Underground 2 so much as I did with Underground 1.
It was
Most
like
Wanted.
Underground 1, but better. What do you mean? I don't
I didn't like the progression system of Underground 2. That really screwed me over.
No,
Like,
listen,
when
I
was
had-
stuck for not performing my car.
I'm in the same boat as you. I'm in the same boat as you, Speedway.
I was stuck in the level because I didn't put a fucking covered bonnet in the car,
Everyone
and I
was
didn't
like
want
that.
to do it.
Everyone was like that.
And I didn't
Yeah,
want to do
everyone
it.
was like that. I had a car which I just made look shit because I needed the star system. I had one
That's
which
why.
I grinded for and looked freaking sick. That was my master build, and then I had my gypsy build. But that was besides the point.
See, the thing is, granted, Need for Speed Most Wanted is my favorite without a doubt because it has cops, it has street races, and it just had really fun game modes in the game. But it sounds weird, but I had more memories on Underground 2, but I preferred Most Wanted. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Like
Honestly,
I just
neither.
imagine.
I think I'm in the same boat. But there's just something about Underground 2 which drags me in.
Oh, definitely, but
Like, you know what I mean?
I remember like moments from when I was like a little kid. I remember driving on this particular road at this particular time of day with a particular song on. And I just remember that moment. I don't know. I remember really
I don't
specific
remember
moments. like I don't know. Underground 2 had a lot of fun moments. Like me and my friends my friend coming over to my house, and we'd play Underground 2 on the PS2. We'd do split screen battles. That was fun as fuck.
You lucky you could play split screen. I couldn't do that on PC when I was 4 years old.
Oh, okay. But yeah.
But I mean, Underground
like-
2. I do not know how it's not on your list, CJ or Speedway. That game was amazing.
It's
I
on my
loved
list.
it.
It's a 4th on my list, which isn't a bad place at
for
all.
me-
I think for me, I know Underground 2 isn't as technically good as Most Wanted. Most Wanted is a better game, straight up. It's got more stuff in
Yeah.
it. It's basically it's a more advanced version of Underground 2. But there's just something about it. I'm not sure whether it was just because of the nostalgia. I'm not sure whether it was because of the tuners only. I'm not sure whether it was because of the customization.
Pause.
But Underground 2 is
Did
just,
you-
I prefer it.
Did you just say that you could do more stuff on Most
Yeah,
Wanted than
Most
you
Wanted
could
you couldn't do
Underground 2?
anything compared to
In the sense of
Underground
gameplay, not like in the sense
Gameplay,
of
yeah, not
customization.
2. Customization
Not,
was really
not in the sense of
disappointing.
hydraulics and body kits and all that kind of stuff. In
I
the sense
didn't
that
think
you had cops, you had more
customization
airplay statico, and
in Most Wanted.
Story
I
was a
didn't
bit
think.
better.
I didn't think the
It wasn't
customization in
disappointing.
Most Wanted was
Maybe
disappointing at
that
all because
time-
I just customized my car when I was a little kid and I was playing Most Wanted. I didn't think anything of it. I just thought, look, I can customize my car. Boom, I'm done. I mean, yes,
I thought the
Underground
customization
2.
was good.
Yeah, I mean, Most Wanted's customization was amazing considering they had to put all these things inside of the game. I liked it. I didn't think anything of it because I was just a dumb little kid and I didn't see Underground 2 being
Even
the king
now,
of customization.
like when I go back to it, the only thing they really got rid of were wide kits and being able to change each individual bumper.
There were
Yeah, that's
wide
it.
kits.
There were white kits in.
No, but not like you couldn't pick between wide kits and normal kits is what I meant to say.
No, there were only wide kits. There was no.
Yeah, I know.
No, I
So
don't
you
think.
couldn't you didn't have the choice between them both.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
Mm.
That's what I meant to say.
And the
And
vinyl
then
laser
like
was
spinners and
worse.
hydraulics and all that
I
kind of
think
stuff.
Most Wanted is a perfect blend of Hot Pursuit 2012 and Underground.
Yeah,
It's
it
like
was-
that halfway mark.
Hot Pursuit 2012.
It's a blend of cops and racers. Obviously, you can't be a cop, but it's got that kind of.
Oh,
I don't get
God.
what everyone's laughing at.
because Jay said Hot Pursuit 2012, and CJ got really mad because it's the wrong year, and then he looked up at his poster.
Oh my god.
Did I say 2012?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't even know when that shit came out. I don't even care. It's a stain on the timeline of Need for Speed to me.
I know
anyway,
what you
so I
mean.
don't
Like
care.
it was a blend of Underground and Hop Shoot, basically.
Yeah.
Is what you're trying
So
to say.
it satisfied, exotic CJ fanboys, and it satisfied people who had,
I
style
remember
and
I was
taste.
talking to for the documentary. I talked to Drew about this, and he said the reason why they went with Most Wanted is because they felt like they shouldn't like limit a fan base. So everyone should be involved. So if you want to drive a Ford GT with a body kit on and a huge wing, or maybe just stock with a huge wing on, you should be able to do that. That was the philosophy behind it.
Yeah.
It wasn't aiming to blend anything, although that is kind of what they did.
Yeah.
It was more to do so with the fact that they didn't want to like exclude the supercar guys out and the roadster guys out who had been following Need for Speed for so long. And it was kind of like what Need for Speed 2015 is doing, where they're trying to bring everyone in.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And the fact you didn't have to customize your car, you could have a stock Gallardo and go around with someone with a Mazda RX-8, which has got fully customized. It was like that kind of element of things, which was kind of interesting.
I've been thinking about this for the past couple of minutes. I think, Cam, the reason why Underground 2 is such a memorable game out of, all of the Need for Speeds is because it related to Fast and Furious so well.
No, because when I was younger, I didn't really watch too much Fast and Furious.
No, but looking back on it, it related to Fast and Furious so much. It was a replica.
Fast and Furious wasn't part of my childhood, really.
No,
That was part of my,
I'm
like,
looking.
teen
No,
years.
like right now, when I look at the Fast and the Furious, I'm saying that relates to Underground 2. I'm not saying when I was a little kid I did that. I'm saying right now.
Do you mean that Charlie? Not sorry. Do you mean that Cam sees? Didn't I don't know, because if you
Like,
didn't have.
I didn't really have that connection with. Like, I know what you mean for you, but like for me, I didn't really see it as Fast and Furious because it was.
No, but
just
now
Need for
I
Speed
see it.
to
I
me.
don't see it as that back then, but I'm saying now I see it as Fast and Furious.
And you rate it highly because looks like Fast and Furious.
No, oh my God, Cam. I'm saying,
Guys, I have to know something. I have to go.
nice. You're gonna fuck up my borders. Fuck you.
Yes. But yeah, I have to go. See you.
If you wanna watch the rest of the podcast, come on to our channels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Not like anybody watches his version anyway.
Took out abuse. Just kidding. I gotta go. Bye.
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 Oh my God, why? Why did we let Speedway host?
Jesus.
Oh man, my borders are so fucked right now.
I was Speedway the host of that.
I don't know why Speedway had to be the host. What the fuck?
With Cam.
My borders are so fucked up. I'm just gonna add an image.
Drivecast is fucked up twice.
Yeah, this is so fucked. I gotta add in my border real quick.
Come
Lol.
back.
What happened?
Fucking Speedway was the host.
Oh.
Why
did he
was
have to
Speedway
leave?
ever the host? So who's hosting now?
Me.
I've got to put Jay's picture in again, for God's sake.
Now this is why I
Oh,
like
shit.
using, like when I do the window capture, I just capture the line. That way you can easily adjust to if people leaving and stuff. So I don't have to keep filling.
Or you
with
could just
my
make one
border.
preset banner which works for everything like I do, and because I'm smart. Anyway, what were we actually talking about?
Like 3 games
There you
that
go.
we like, our 3 favorite Need for Speed games.
Oh,
something
oh
like
yeah.
that.
I think the
didn't-
reason
I
why I
didn't
have
go yet.
such... Because because I'm still talking. I'm still
Oh my
using
God,
my point.
oh my God.
That's why. So that's why you haven't talked yet, because I'm still going through mine.
Yeah, do that in real life.
Finally. Anyway, yeah. I think the reason why I have such strong connotations with Underground 2, it was because that's where like I started to love gaming. Underground 1 pulled me in, and I played that religiously. But then Underground 2 is kind of what made me realize like this is sick. I didn't really know why it was sick. I just knew it was sick. Do you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, just had that connection, and Underground 2 is where my connection kind of just...
I mean, it's not only that, but also that I started on a Game Boy Advance, as you may know, and I was playing Underground 1 and 2 on there, and then I got my PS2, and then I started playing Underground 2 Most 1 and stuff, and then that's when I started getting into gaming a lot more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, I had I had the family PC, which I changed into a gaming platform, and no one else ever went on it. Then I got the Game Boy SP, and I remember I had Madagascar, the game. It was sick. That game was sick. You want to fight on me? We can fight on that. I had Underground. Okay, so there's a story behind this. I bought Most Wanted, but it turned up as an illegal pirate copy of Underground 1. And I was really confused. I didn't know what was going on, but I played it and enjoyed it, obviously. Then I bought Most Wanted from the store because I actually wanted that one. And that I played. I remember Most Wanted on the Game Boy was actually quite good.
Oh yeah, it was really good. Like you start up a race. Yeah, you start up a race, and all of a sudden there's cops in it and stuff.
Do you remember the Carrera GT, the yellow Carrera GT
Yeah.
with the red vinyls? That was sick. Anyway, no one's gonna really understand. Play that much. You could actually probably play that on an emulator online using your Google Chrome surfer or whatever you use, unless it's Internet Explorer, then you need to update. But that's besides the point. You can probably play that online, and I'll share that later. But yeah, like so I had that, and then obviously it kind of got to the point where I couldn't really play games on the PC anymore because it was just outdated. That was before I realized that you could change the resolution and basically make it so that it could run on the game. I didn't know that about that shit. I didn't know about modding or anything. I just played games and enjoyed it. And then it got to the point, I think, when Pro Street came out, was like Christmas. I kind of need a console to play on because I could hardly run Carbon. So much to the point where I didn't really play it too much until I got it on the Wii. And then I remember that Christmas we got a PlayStation 3 and a Wii because I don't even know why, but we just did. And that shit was a shock to me. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I was like, I thought you hated me playing games. And then they got me that. And I was like, whoa. And I remember I played on the Wii for the longest time. Wii Sports, when that shit first came out.
Oh, the bowling. I was a bowling legend.
If you
on
want to
that.
argue with me, mate, I was a tennis god. I was like, dude.
Nah, fuck off, me. I was tennis god.
No,
No, you
you
weren't.
guys maybe
I'd get those like special
step
serves
forward.
every time, without a doubt.
Nah, I went bowling. No, I went bowling with my cousin.
Did you ever try Wii Play? Where you got the free controller with the thing?
Nah,
I'm not sure if that was UK only. It might
Wait.
be UK only.
I actually never got that many games for.
Wait, what are you talking about, Cam?
So basically, with Wii Play, it was basically a bunch of mini games, and you got a free Wii remote with it. Does anyone know?
I've heard of it. I've just never got it.
You're not. Okay, sorry, I couldn't hear. Yeah. So I had. I think I need to turn up my volume. Hold it, because at the moment you guys are really. Yeah, never mind. Okay, so I had that Wii Play, and I remember on there was a tanks game. Did anyone play that?
Yeah.
With the nunchuck.
World Tank?
Carry
Oh,
on.
that's something we played.
Did I say World of Tanks or did I say Wii Play? Yeah. So there was that one tanks game, and there was it archery almost?
I think
Where
archery was on.
where you had to shoot the ducks.
Yes.
I
Where's
was
that?
sick at that game.
Wait,
And
didn't
Sonic
you-
at the
it was-
Olympic Games. Bitch, you don't want to come out.
Oh shit!
Oh my god.
I was on that shit. Before. You don't even know.
Sonic-
I'll be jumping on those hurdles. I'll be like,
Well, let's get this straight. Let's get this out there. Mario Kart
about.
was my favorite Wii game ever.
Never played it on.
Oh, Lego Star Wars is good on the Wii.
Excuse me. Whoa, hold the phone. You've never played Mario Kart on
No,
the
as
Wii?
in. Okay, so let me rephrase that. So I haven't played it until like the Wii phase kind of phased out. When I cracked my Wii, that's when I got it. And that was like 2 years ago. 3 years ago.
Amazing.
I
love
played-
that.
Mario Kart on the DS because my sister had one. I played that a bit.
Yeah.
That was quite
It's a bit
good.
of a different experience on the DS, I'd say, but
Hmm.
Yeah, yes, I
Yeah.
was like,
it was such a it,
You can go.
it was
Actually, no.
such a family-driven thing. Like, I never played it by myself. I always played it with people, like family members, and it was just everyone seemed happy while they were playing it. It was weird. I don't like when I play video games now. I don't sit there with a smile on my face unless it's the launch of Need for Speed. Like, if I play a game, I kind of
I just-
focus.
I do sometimes. With Need for Speed, sometimes you
remember-
just can't help to just sit back and just smile. Like, I'm not sure if you guys have the same thing, but when you're on the mountain and you press that vista point and you just press RB and you just kind of look at the view, do you not just smile to yourself?
Yeah, but in all seriousness, do you more times sit there with like a serious game face on, or like just a straight face?
I've always
You're
kind of
telling
sat.
You're telling me
like,
most of the time you've got a smile on your face when you're playing by yourself.
No. But I've always kind of sat there with a blank face. Like when I'm gaming, I'm just kind of like.
But this is what I'm saying with Mario Kart, it was like it was an activity. You didn't just sit there quietly. It was
That's
kind of like
every-
Isn't
Isn't that every
it was a
split?
loud
Isn't
thing.
that every split screen game though? Every split screen game, when someone's sitting next to you, no matter if it's card FIFA, you're always like,
No, God, I was on that.
like,
Yeah,
I
I'm
was
always like
like,
this.
like,
You fucking scream peeker.
yeah, you're screen watching me. You gotta look
Yes,
up that.
I'm
And like,
watching. Oh my God.
what's your issue? Like, the screen's there. I'm shooting you.
I'm just using it as a tactic.
It's a tactic.
Now you put up 2 chairs and then a blanket blocking your view. You
Oh
sit
my
on top
God.
of the sofa and stuff, and someone's under the blanket.
The
I
time
bet
for
you
that.
actually did that. I bet you
It's
actually
not
did
the time.
that.
Yeah, I actually did. We would do that. Cause yeah, I don't want people peeping at my screen. I'm not gonna peep at their screen. Fair game. That's what the mini map's for, boy.
What the fuck? See, that wasn't autistic till that clap. Wait till we make.
Wow.
But yeah, I remember with Mario Kart DS, like a bunch of kids on the bus and stuff. We would all connect our DSs and play on the bus to and from school. That was
Yeah, and the
that was
PSP
bad.
had that. It's like ad hoc or something like that. Anyway,
Yeah.
I forgot where I was going with that. Anyway, so back to what I was saying. So yeah, it was like 2004-ish, and I didn't really have a proper console. Then I got a PSP in 2006, I think. I got a white one, limited edition one. It was sick. And I got a Daxter. I'm not sure you guys remember that. Did you ever play Daxter?
I've heard of
So-
it, just never played it. Not my jam.
I got Star Wars Battlefront, which me and Nina have fanboyed about
Yes,
many
yes,
times. The
babe.
good one, not the new one. And Need for Speed Carbon own the
City, yes.
In my opinion, it's better than the console release, but that's a different story. And then I got a PS3, so it took quite a while for me to actually get a console. So I guess a lot of experiences you guys had, like, you know, I feel like when you play on PC, even if you don't, I feel like when you play on PC, even if you don't want to be like, it makes you a different gamer. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
when you play
it
on
can.
PC, you're a different gamer compared to console. Console gaming is much more laid back. But with PC, for example, okay, so for example, you guys probably played games on your couch, right? But I was always on a computer desk, like right like this, like with my keyboard and mouse, because that's all I had. But it's different when you're on console. And funnily enough, I prefer console gaming now. See?
Sorry, is this show and tell or something now? What is it?
Yes, this is show and tell.
So this is my dad.
Got that K. There's nothing inside except man.
I got a shitty GameStop version.
Speaking of show and tell, Jay, what you just said, I remember bringing in freaking.
No one
I remember
cares.
For show and tell once, I brought.
Look, it's Nina. I found Nina.
I
Yeah,
remember
boy.
I did For show and
No, no.
tell, I remember
I found CJ.
for like first grade, brought this in
CJ's
for show and
dad.
tell. What?
CJ's dad. I
What
found your
about
dad.
That's not my dad.
And that's Nina.
Yeah, it's not. But I remember bringing this game in for show and tell.
No one
So,
cares.
Can someone explain to me, because I've never got this because I'm British for a reason, what 5.5 DSL is?
I don't know. I'm too weird.
That logo?
Oh, I don't know what that is.
In my life.
I've seen it.
One, I don't know what it is. Is it clothes?
I don't know, man.
or it's something different
I
now.
remember seeing the
No.
advertisements in Carbon, but I never actually.
Wow,
knew
you
it was-
legit have autism.
Freaking weirdo. Oh my God. I'm just sitting here watching him. Oh my God. Oh, what topic are we on?
Should we go on to the next topic? We
Wait,
supposed
I
to
didn't
talk
list my top 3 quick. You guys are probably gonna flame me for this, but I like Hot Pursuit 2, Underground, and Carbon better than Underground 2. Bada ping, bada
Okay.
boom.
Okay, good for you. Okay.
Wait,
next. No, you said your topic. Now we're gonna go on to the next one. So season pass and DLC. So DLC, very touchy topic. A lot of people like DLC for some reason. Don't really know why. Well, actually, no, it's at the back. I do like DLC when it's done right, but a lot of DLC isn't done right, and we'll talk about that in a minute.
Turn
So-
up Payday 2.
Actually, yeah, CJ's actually got a point there. Although that was extremely autistic, he does have a point. So before we go on to that, let's just go ahead and just talk about my issues with season passes and DLC. Now, there's no game at all should have a season pass before launch. Fucking joke. That all that goes to prove is that they have on this stuff and they have stuff prepared, and that should never be a thing. If you're getting
The crew. I'm done. I'll stop that.
yeah, you should really stop. So yeah, like season pass before launch, never good. As well as that, pre-planned DLC, on this DLC, always a bad thing. Never ever should do that. Well, again, it shows that you have a locked content on the disc. I'm a fan of the PS2 era style game where you get given a game and what's on that disc is what you get, similar to Need for Speed, where everything on the disc for Need for Speed you get. As far as I know, there may be something on there, but I mean they've made vows saying that there isn't, so I kind of trust them in that sense.
So if it does turn out they release DLC, map expansion that was already on the map, but that was already in the game, would you defend that?
Nope, because that's a straight up lie.
But
Okay.
if it's free, then.
Because
I'll hold you
even
by
then-
that, Cam. I'll hold you by that.
Even then, they've said they have no plans on a paid DLC. So if a map expansion was to be paid, it obviously hasn't been made yet. You know what I mean?
There isn't a map expansion, so any like.
And there hasn't been
Yeah.
any. There's no plans for paid DLC through my theory.
Okay.
No, as in, okay, so they said there is no paid DLC. So through my theory, if they were ever going to make a map expansion, they'd need some money to do that because that's a big job. And they've said there is no plans, so that can't be on disc, right?
Yeah, I guess.
You see where I'm going with that?
Yeah.
And if there was and they straight up lied to us, then I would, I'd make a video about that.
I'd be livid.
I'd straight up say that's a joke. But I trust Ghost enough to the point where I don't think they're gonna lie about that shit because look how community orientated they are. That would really hurt their reputation. Okay, so let's bring a prime example of games which do DLC wrong. Now I think everyone knows what I'm gonna say here.
Forza, give me your money, bitch!
We talk about this every goddamn week. I swear on my life.
Yeah.
Do
Do we not? Do we not?
Forza.
Like honestly.
Season passes. We never talk about season passes.
Well, DLC. I know we've slandered Forza every other week.
Okay, then let's use
About-
a different example. Let's use a different example.
Payday
Payday
2.
2. Payday 2. So
Basically-
CJ, do you want to explain what they do?
It is
Sure.
trash anyway. So.
Basically, you don't know what Payday 2 is. It's basically a first-person shooter game where you rob banks. It's a 4-person co-op game where you rob banks. Anyway, back when the game was released, one of the developers was stated to have said, quote, "No, we do not have plans for releasing any DLC." He said something along the lines of that. I mean, not any DLC. I mean any microtransactions in our game. And this was proved true for a number of years. However, over the years, the DLC started getting a lot more frequent and a lot more terrible, to the point where you were getting a paid DLC every single month for Payday 2. And then every year they have this crime fest where they release like stuff, like free stuff for the game as long as people are playing and stuff. It's a community-driven event to where people can get free stuff for the game. However, during this year's Crime Fest, on one of the days, they announced that they were releasing this new system to where you could buy crates and cases and skins for your guns, and they would have an effect in game to where you would get a boost in stats and a boost in kills, and they made the guns easier to
So basically, pay to win is what they did.
But the game's not.
That's-
Yeah, pay to win.
That's
They're-
a bad example. And yeah, and the game, you have to pay for the game.
And
now
what's worse
Forza-
is they lied and went behind the people's back earlier saying how they weren't going to implement microtransactions, and now they're doing it. And also, here's the kicker. It's not even over yet. About a week later, a couple days ago, they added even more skins. They added like some new edition stuff with all the DLC and stuff. They made it even worse by
Is
adding
Ram okay?
more skins and microtransactions. Like, you know how skins in CS:GO work, where you can just get skins, buy a couple cents, get a new skin.
And not only that, but they added in even more skins in cases.
Even more skins. But still, just the
Anyway,
fact that they're doing this.
Oh,
And
CJ,
plus-
shut up. Let me talk.
I'm not done yet.
Point. You've repeated your point about 4 times. What else do you want to say? That they added more skins?
No.
Okay, you've told us your point. Now let me go. So that's one example of bad DLC. Another example is when you have content already on disc and then sell it and pretend like there isn't. Loads of gamers, and this Forza is one of the many. Now, DLC. What I want to do is I want it to be basically like it was in the PS2 era, where you get a game, and that's everything on the disc. But you gotta keep in mind it's 2015 for a reason. I want that game to be expanded upon, like Need for Speed is. Otherwise, you can forget your DLC. I'm not buying your DLC. That's the same reason why I didn't buy Storm Island. That's the same reason why I'm not gonna buy any of the Forza 6 DLC or Horizon 3 Season Pass or whatever, because it's bullshit. Same with Black Ops. I'm not gonna buy Black Ops. It's bullshit. Halo is different because it's not actually got any on this DLC. So anything they release is actually like kind of Need for Speed, similar thing. So I will support the developers for that. Even like The Crew. That's again a kind of a different story because they put a shit ton of effort into their thing, and that's obviously you can tell. I don't think I was pre-planned in any way. So, except I think the graphical update was, but the actual expansion wasn't until recently. So that's kind of a different story. I think some games do get kind of a let go on that. But yeah, DLC is a bitch. Anyone else got anything to say on that before we go into the Q&A questions?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, let's go
Nope.
on to the Q&A question. Okay, so I actually went to Twitter as well to ask some questions. So we're going to be answering the Twitter questions first and then going to YouTube comments. So, first one is, can CJ sing Hello by Adele?
Oh my god.
I can, but
No, fucking do it then. If you can, fucking do it.
You wait, hold up. How would you get a copyright strike for singing a cover of a song?
because it's so good.
Okay,
I'm pitch
well,
perfect.
I don't really want a copyright strike, so should we leave that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, well,
my
I can
God.
try.
You'll
I can
not get
try
a
and
copyright
give
strike for
performance.
singing
I can
Adele
wire
songs
down my
badly.
performance a bit.
Bitch
But,
doesn't get the joke.
but yeah.
And this is a transition in the podcast where it churns into pure retardation.
No.
Okay, never mind. So CJ takes you too long. So opinions. This is from Super Speed Chris. The last one was from Senor Clean. But anyway, next one is from Super Speed Chris, and he says opinions on the Need for Speed Edge beta trailer. Doesn't really show much. I think it looks like a Chinese ripoff of Rivals with some tuners. From what
That's
I've seen so
racist.
far.
It's Korean.
I think it was an awful time to promote something so bland at this time. I'm not even bothered anyway. We can't play it. It's not for us. It's for Korea. So I don't understand.
If they wanted me to get excited anyway, customization needed to be shown in that trailer. Needed to be. Even if a car just had different rims, it needed to be in it. It's a need now in a game for me. Like,
Wait, is it a need?
It's a need for speed. Drew said this perfectly. He said, in his opinion, he thinks that personalization or customization should be more than just changing a paint on a car, and I completely agree. If you are going to put some type of customization in the game, it needs to be wrap editor, it needs to be paint, it needs to be body kits, and that should be the minimum in a racing game.
Hello?
Is
Is it me you're looking for?
Kick him! Kick him!
What the
Oh my
fuck?
God.
CJ.
Wait,
Oh,
hold on,
CJ, you
hold on,
autist.
hold on.
That's my.
He sang, "Hello, is it me you're looking for?" And that's not Adele's song.
Oh shit! It's not.
God. Oh my god.
Well, I cocked up.
The autism is strong in this one.
Okay, from Super Speed Chris. Expectations from the Wild Run DLC next week. This is actually something we got to talk about.
Ooh.
Next week. Whoa,
Tuesday.
what?
Tuesday. I need to buy it. I don't know what to buy it on.
3 days.
So what are you guys thinking?
So I'm not getting that then.
What are you guys thinking? Expectations.
Expectations, it's gonna be fucking awesome.
I expect it to be good, like the beta, but that's
I
really all I
expect
can
it.
say.
More cars, more fun, more crew. That's all I want. More
Yes.
crew. That's literally what I want to go on a fucking huge road trip from like Nigeria to Gambia. How do you feel about Need for Speed's upcoming content update? We kind of already talked about that. And those were all the questions from Super Speed Chris. Trying to look through it. I think that's all of the questions from my Twitter account. Has anyone else got theirs from their Twitters?
No, but I'm gonna check my video.
All right, so I've got a few on my video. So I guess we'll go through these first. Trying to read through them quickly.
I have one.
Jay, where are your boxes? This is from 15 Willow. I don't want to know the backstory behind that question. I just.
I mailed them back actually, Will. Timeouts. I mailed them
This
back.
is really getting weird. Okay, let's go on to the next one. So,
Alright,
more
I have
questions. Yeah, CJ, I'm reading through mine. Do you not clearly hear that I'm reading through my questions and then we'll go on to yours? Okay, so next one is from Stance All Day. And there is, I wish I could kick you right now. I wish I could kick you. And I probably could actually, but I'm not going to. So, Stance All Day, he has 2 questions. He says, number 1, do you like the drift mechanics on the Crew Wild Run? And number 2, the 918 LaFerrari or P1?
Oh, I had that question on my Q&A like a few weeks ago.
Which one?
The P01 versus LaFerrari versus 918.
So we'll go for the first one. Drift mechanics on the Crew Wild Run. Do you like them? I love them.
Yes.
I absolutely love them. I think they've nailed it.
It's just fuck you, Ski Stam. Why are you so good?
No, but I love it. I love the crew. I'm in love with that game again. It's just great. I just
Yeah,
can't
it
put
is
my hands
great.
on it and play it again. It's not something I play religiously, but it's something I'll go on every now and then. Just
It's
break from each games.
yeah, when we're playing Need for Speed for like probably 4 hours, and it's like, all right, I need to take a little bit of chill pill. Fucking Wild Run time. Hop on Wild Run, have so much fun.
Yeah, that's when they cruise around. You can cruise around like aimlessly and have so much fun on that game.
Yeah.
So any more stuff on that, or should we go on to the next one? So yeah, next question about the hypercars.
918.
918.
P1.
918. The
918.
918 is better looking. It's faster.
Arguable.
it's
It's all arguable stuff. I think the
it isn't.
LaFerrari looked like.
How
it
are
was
you
drawn-
telling me a 4-wheel drive car, which basically kind of levels out performance-wise, isn't faster than the P1?
That's not what the question was. It was what 918 LaFerrari. What would you rather have? I'd rather have a P1 each day.
I'm telling you why the 918 is better. I'm basically telling you your opinion's wrong. I'm telling you, like, you're wrong. You ain't got the answers. Cam.
And,
The thing is, I have.
You ain't got the answers, Cam.
P1 from every single review I've read, from every single everything. From what I know, it's a true driver's car, and that's what McLaren aim to do. It's not in the sense that it's meant to go fast around the track, but its main purpose is to have fun in, and that is what
its main purpose is to be good on the track, and that's it. Its main
It
purpose
looks
is to
beautiful,
be
it
a
looks
mechanical machine. I'm not
insane.
doubting that car is not
Insane.
immaculate.
LaFerrari looks like it was. The back of the LaFerrari looks like it was drawn by a 5-year-old.
The LaFerrari is disgusting. I hate the LaFerrari. I don't like it at all.
The front of it's alright, but the back of it looks like it was drawn by CJ.
I don't even like Porsches that much, but the 918 is.
Me neither. I hate Porsches, but I prefer the 918.
Gorgeous car, man. It's very good looking.
The P1 just has something about it. I'm not sure whether it's that in a console, or if it's steering wheel, or if it's just McLaren, and it's like me being a bit, British master race, and a bit,
No, that's not. That's false, isn't it?
I
really?
don't know what it is. Not really, not necessarily.
And then Exotic CJ says all of them. Next question.
Okay, next question.
Exotic
So,
CJ's here. Exotic CJ died with rivals.
Next question. What would your reaction be if Need for Speed Edge was Ventura Bay combined with Redview and Fairhaven? It won't happen. This is
I don't think that would work. I think it would only work if it was rivals in Hot Pursuit.
if that happened, I'd be pretty happy about that if that happened. But I think it would obviously lack the inner city areas, which I'd like to see. I'd like him to create a new, different world, but that won't happen. So sad really. I mean, they could always create something on top of what they have already with Fairhaven.
Yeah, because with the Redview, or no, with Need for Speed World, like you know, in the part of the highway where you go past the dam, there's in Need for Speed World they added in an observatory right next to that dam, and it wasn't in Carbon.
Fairhaven's the one from Most Wanted 2012, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that could work. Redview and Fairhaven could work. I think that could work really well. I got mixed up there. Anything else before we go on to the next one?
No.
All right, next, and that was from Gaming with Cyborgs 25.
Cyborgs.
Next one is from Adrian485, sorry, and his first question is: which story is better, the Need for Speed 2015 or the Crew? I'm gonna say the Crew.
Need for Speed 2015.
The Crew. The Crew.
The Crew.
The Cruise was just your typical, oh my god, I'm an undercover.
Yeah, but it had more of a
That's why
meaning.
it's better. That's why it's better.
Yeah, it had a storyline. I don't think like Need for
I'm
Speed
not
has
gonna
a-
lie. I'm not gonna lie. I love Need for Speed. I'm fanboying over it at the moment. It's great. I love it. I'm on it every day. But that's one thing I think they did very poorly. It's pick actors, and whoever wrote the script didn't write it properly because it's just.
No, I think
I really
the
like.
acting and all that was fine. It just needed a bad guy.
No, so you're telling
Like,
me
it
the
just-
acting's not like.
Yeah, I get what you mean,
If you had a
Cam.
bad guy, it wouldn't be. It would be fine.
You need a conflict in a story, and Need for Speed lacked that.
But even I think the story was trying to be realistic, but then it wasn't at the same time. It was weird. Whereas
Are they
past Need for Speed games aren't realistic. Nothing.
They're
about
cheesy.
them is
All of them are cheesy. It's just they needed a bad guy.
Minus a few.
Oh, well, minus a few,
you're
but
blocking
I'm
out
saying-
something I'm saying here. You're blocking out something I'm saying though. I'm not saying it needs to be. I'm not saying it needs to be. It doesn't need to be cheesy. They've all been cheesy, but this one is trying to be cheesy and then realistic simultaneously, and it doesn't work. It makes it cringy, not cheesy. I didn't go through the story mode of Most Wanted and say, "Oh God, why did you say that?" Or when Razor goes mad.
I do sometimes.
First
Like, you
I'm
know
gonna
when
take
Ronnie,
your ride.
you know when Ronnie's in a Supra and he comes up and he's like,
Oh,
Yeah.
I was like, what the frick are you doing?
Ronnie-
You absolute
Ronnie has like some
madman.
fucking autistic seizure in front of you.
I don't know what was happening. And what else? There's a few other times where I was a bit confused to what was happening, but there was less moments in Most Wanted.
what is it that the cross says something. Everyone.
Everyone!
Yeah, that was another one. That was when I just started laughing. But no, actually, first time I'd tell a lie. First time I completed it, I was like, oh my god, because I was 7 years old. I thought that shit was cool. But when you play it more recently, you just start laughing. You can't help but laugh.
It's like when I was playing through my Most Wanted Let's Play back in April. When that happened, I fucking laughed my ass off.
I'll never forget the Ronnie cutscene though. I need to find it afterwards. I want to watch it.
He's-
Comes up in his Supra, and he comes up. He's like, he looks at you. He's like, proper giving in it. And I want to watch that. That was great. But yeah, go back to your question. For me, the Crew. I think Jay said the Crew, Rich said the Crew, and then CJ said Need for Speed. Anything else before we want to go into the next one?
Nope.
All right. The next one, still from Adrian. He says, "Has the Need for Speed, the new Need for Speed, had any great effect on your channel?" So Jay, I think you should take this one.
Oh god.
That is an understatement. That is hands down the best thing to happen to me.
Wait, Jay, are you at 500 right now? Because I remember last night you're at 489.
Currently, I'm at 513.
What the fuck?
So I
So
don't
CJ,
really.
So Jay is spreading like wildfire. Niner.
Well, yeah, I think it has for almost all of us in this call. Because, I mean, CJ had a little bit for you, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. But
We're
right
gonna go
now-
one by one. Don't worry. We're gonna tell our individual.
Okay,
That's why I'm so
okay. So, I hit 900 on October 25th, And today, I'm sitting at 991. So I've gotten 91 subscribers in 3 weeks, which is insane. Maybe not as insane as Jay, though, because Jay's on crack cocaine, but that's crazy. 103, and I think in the last 28 days, it says on my analytics, it says 103, yeah, 103 in the last 28.
CJ?
Subscriber-wise, my subscriber count's been broken or something. It's been stagnant for a while. But views-wise, it pushed my channel to past 200,000 views. So, there's that. I'm currently sitting at 202,775 views. And a lot of my videos are getting a lot of views as well. More so than I usually got when I was
Mine are starting to level out now. They're starting to go back to normal. But on the release week and EA Access, I had videos over 200 views. I mean, and like right now I'm getting around 100. I'm not saying that's not a lot, because I mean it's just average for me. I don't know.
Like my car build videos are doing especially well. I mean, my RSX build, my under 250 horsepower RSX build's approaching 2,000 views.
Yeah, my A86 video has 4K.
My Becoming the Ultimate Outlaw video has 847.
My S2K video.
My Mount Battles video that I did with you and Cam is almost at
Okay, we don't care, CJ. Like, I'm getting out of the Speedway, CJ. You, Cam.
Can I have my turn?
Yeah.
So, it's been ridiculous. I think it's mainly the fact that I got like all the promotion from Need for Speed themselves.
Fame.
I think that helped a shit ton.
Fame.
Without that, I don't think I would have had the bigger push I had. A lot of my videos are just ridiculous, over 10k. Some of them, a lot of them are in the thousands. I think at one point I got 100 subs in one day. That's fucking mad. Like that's insane. It's everything's starting to level out now. I'm getting like 20-ish per day. And that's still like mad. Before I was getting like 5 or 3, and now I'm getting 20, and it's like what? I'm slowly approaching 5k, and I only made my 4k subscriber special like what, a few days ago. So it's mad. I'm like almost on 4.6. No debt. Like it's almost too much to take in. I think it's, even if people haven't subscribed, just seeing me on the Need for Speed page, it's like it reminds you next time you see that person, like he's kind of professional because I saw him on the Need for Speed page sort of thing.
Oh, he's fucking professional. It's Fame.
He's like, I'm trying to be super short right now. Like, if you see someone somewhere in an advertisement, you think of that, I think that's like a company almost. Like that's someone who's doing something, and you know they're making strides. And I feel like even if someone
No. Imagine CJ there, and then they went on their channel, and he's like, this person's like, this kid's autistic.
BRB is gonna go jump out my window. No. Yeah, it's been mad for me. I think we can say safely for all of us, it's helped us quite a lot.
Yeah.
Jay more so. I don't know how Jay's blown up so much.
Me neither.
Like,
Yeah, what is that? Like your channel doubled in size in 2 weeks. It went from 220 to 513 in a matter of. Fuck you.
I thought this. I legit. I don't know.
Fuck you.
And you don't know where your videos have been shared, or if you just got lucky in the
No.
search stuff.
Well,
But you don't know how it's happened.
Put it in this perspective. From Sunday to now, I got 130 subscribers. But
That's rivaling me. Like, and you got to keep in mind, I've been doing this shit for like how many years?
I honestly like. I'm gonna say this because I don't think I'm gonna make a 500 subscriber special, but I'm not gonna make it as in depth as my last one. I'm just gonna speak, but I want to just say this, especially to people who might not watch all of my videos, but some of them. And if you watch this, in fact, I can speak on everyone's behalf. It means so much to people. Like, it means so much. Like, it may not seem like anything to you if you watch us, but the work and effort that we put into these things, even if we are small, it's incredible to see people feedback.
Yeah, no matter what subscriber count.
Even if it's saying, oh, your build shit, at least you are paying attention.
No matter what subscriber count you're at, I think when you hit 50, 100, 500, 1,000.
I still think today 100 was the biggest one, but I remember being so happy when I hit 100.
Yeah, 100 was sick.
It was crazy.
'Cause 100 is just, it's that distinct number. When you hit 100, like, whoa, it's 100 people. That's enough to fill like theaters.
And Jay is gone.
We lost Jay. Man down. Does someone want to
Someone take his YouTube channel, please.
Give me his subscribers.
Yeah, it is just mad. Like, I don't get how Jay, especially, has got like, especially when I was on like only like that many 400 subs last year, I was growing big, like the fastest I think in the racing community at that time. I think it was. I remember I looked somewhere, and like for how big I was, it was like the biggest, and I was getting 100 every like 2 weeks in the fucking summer before like everything blew up. I remember that shit, and I remember CJ remembers that shit because we always used to be in calls talking about it, and like
you would upload like a freaking new subscriber special video.
like literally, and I can kind of see where Jay's coming from, especially from now. It's the fact it's in this kind of period during Need for Speed launch, and I can kind of relate in that way, but it's still so fast, it's a bit mad. I don't get how I don't know how he's managed to get 40k views on a video with such a little subscriber count. I think his thumbnails have got a lot to do with it, you know. The graphics.
Yeah.
When you see that thumbnail, it looks so good. You just want to. I think that's what it is, and I think it's that mixed with the good tags, and it may or may not have been shared somewhere. And I don't know. It's just mad, absolutely mad. I mean, to be honest, the key to YouTube is just perseverance. That's literally all it is.
Yeah.
Perseverance, and you will get there. I'm looking through some of my views right now. It's just mad.
Persevere through the hard times, the stagnant times when your sub count isn't growing for some reason. Freaking YouTube, yeah. But
Just so salty.
No, like it's legit. Like I've been up until this week, I've been getting like 60 subs per day, which just think about that. That's huge. That's mad. And then this week it's suddenly gone down to 20. But even then, like although it is less than what I usually get, you still go through the times, A, because you enjoy it, and B, because it's just so fucking fun.
Yeah.
Like that's what pushes you through it. Like
That's one thing as well. That's one thing. If you don't enjoy making videos, if you don't smile after, or smile during your editing or something like that, then you should stop, because there's no passion behind it, and there has to be for you to even.
I don't think necessarily that hardcore. Like I don't smile. I don't randomly go when I'm editing. Like
so. All right then. That's probably because you don't really make videos that. You
no,
make
even
a lot
montages.
Of...
I think
I do make quite a few montages.
I think out of everything, I don't know if I'm opposite of some people, but not making the video, but editing it, making it your own with your own style and stuff makes me want to do even more. Just editing in general, I love it.
It's when you just kind of sit back and look through everything. That's what gets me and puts a smile on my face. Is when you do all the work and then see everything in black and white. You see all all the people commenting and all that kind of stuff. That's what gets me when I'm editing and stuff. Like it's just editing. Like I don't really treat it as anything special in a sense. I think for me the best part is when you turn on that camera. Whatever issues you're having behind the scenes, or if something's going wrong, maybe you're fucking up at school, or whatever issues. As soon as you put on that camera, yeah, and as soon as you press record, you forget everything for 5 minutes. Do you guys have that same feeling?
Yeah.
Like it doesn't matter doesn't matter where you are, what you're doing. For when you have that camera on for 5 minutes. That's no one can.
I think it's the same. It's the same as watching someone's videos, like even watching someone else.
But it's more so when it's you.
Maybe
oh yeah.
It's because I don't know. Maybe it's because I don't know. I just find editing really a big part in what I do, and
same.
I just I don't mean smile as in I just sit there like with a smirk on my face. I mean like just giggle at certain things and just certain ideas like, oh yeah, this is gonna look good, and I don't mean like sitting there fully laughing at everything I do. I don't mean like that. I mean like. Just,
it's different. I guess if you do montages because it's more. But like if you do commentaries, it's a bit harder to get those same feelings. Like I remember when I was doing my 4K subscriber special thing, and I had that idea at the start with the and I said that, and we were in a call, and I was like, oh, but a sick idea. I mean, it's different when you do montage. When commentaries, for me, I feel like I get more of that sensation when I'm actually recording.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on really what you do, but I think we all know what you mean by the sense that it's like For me, it's I don't know. I'm just grateful. That's like the only way. It really humbles me to see when you hit subscriber marks. I'm not sure if that's a cocky
Yeah.
thing to say. It shouldn't be.
No, being humble means you're not cocky. It's
Like when you see like even just like the views, like if you see the views consistently stay the same or like just something around there, it kind of humbles you in a sense. It's like, whoa, people actually care. Like when people say shit like you're my favorite YouTuber, or you know your content's good or that kind of stuff, especially on the subscriber specials, that's more prominent because obviously it's a landmark for you and people want to celebrate that almost. Like if they want to congratulate, and I understand why, but like when you see that on those videos especially, it's like it always gets me on subscriber specials because it's like when you look back on that video, you're gonna see all those comments, and it's kind of like a progression of how far you've come. So you'll see 100 subscriber special, and you'll see all your comments, and there might be 3, and then you'll come to like my 4K one, for example, and there's like 100 or so, 200, and it's just seeing that progression. I don't know. That's what is for me for YouTube. That's just it makes it a completely different thing. I could sit and talk about this for days. I literally could.
I was
that's
just responding to a comment.
that was the end of my questions. I mean, I mean, we could talk about YouTube for a bit if you guys really wanted to.
Alright, but I just want to bang this question out of the way quick. It's a pretty straightforward question. This one's from Kyle McCarthy. He asks, he says, I love your vids, but are you actually autistic? Because I can't tell.
That's a yes.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. My parents don't want to believe so, but several therapists have said you have something wrong with you. But my parents have
They were like, yeah, that kid has got something wrong with him.
yeah, but most of it's probably like they point to Asperger's syndrome, which is in the autistic spectrum, but my parents have said no, you don't. Mainly because they don't want me to use it as a crutch for the rest of my life, which I'm not gonna anyway. But so technically yes, but my parents have always raised me saying, nah, you're fine. You're completely fine.
Alright, so going on to the YouTube thing. So, I think one thing with YouTube, and I'm not sure if you guys feel the same, is when you are in those dragging points,
Like right now.
you don't ever want to quit, so to say.
Oh, I was going through that in February, March.
I never feel the need to quit, even when I was getting 10 views on my initial D videos. I never, like, that's after 24 hours, a channel with over, like, 1K subscribers got 10 views on a video. Like, that was like, the lowest point I've been. But I never felt the urge to quit. It was more so to persevering, because, like, there's always something more after the kind of drought, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
There has been quitting points, don't get me wrong, that's not what I'm saying. But what's the closest you guys have been getting to quitting?
When I started doing YouTube in 2012, it was just kind of like, why the hell not create a channel? I never had enough. I uploaded maybe like once a month and stuff, so I never really quit. But there have been times where I've gotten close, not to quitting, but to sub for subbing, just to get more subs and stuff. Back when I had like 280 subscribers, I announced I was going to do a 300 sub Q&A, and guess what? It took me 4 months to get from 280 to 300, and the entire time I just felt like just sub for subbing to get it over with.
Back then, I didn't really think anything of sub counts when I was at 200.
I mean, right now I'm kind of.
Right now, you think about it, but when you're at like 200, well, I don't know. For me, since I just did it just for shits and giggles, like Jay does it because he does montages and things. Like he makes some pretty good videos. But back then, I just did videos with friends, and I didn't give a shit about what I was doing, so I didn't really care about how many subs I had back then.
To be fair, I don't think I've had a drought. I don't think I've had a
Hold
drought.
on, people are being loud.
Okay, I'll carry on. I don't feel like I've had a.
Can you be quiet, please?
Could you be quiet, please?
You could hear that, couldn't you?
Yeah. I don't think I've had a section yet where I thought, why am I not getting subs? What the hell? What is this? I should be gaining at this point. What? Because I don't do this to get popular. I'm doing it because it's fun. It's a hobby. It's something I enjoy to do. And even if I don't get anywhere with it, I'll carry on doing it as long as I can because it's fun. I enjoy it. I've met people through it. I've gained social skills. I've gained actual skills like with Vegas and stuff. I couldn't use Vegas before I started YouTube. It's like, huh?
When you don't do
What
that
is this?
though, when you don't do that, that's what makes you want to quit.
For you to do what?
Get friends, really improve with the video editing, and that's where I was before I joined the racing community. I wasn't getting any of that at all. Besides, I mean, it was cool to see subs and stuff like Goa, but really, I wasn't really getting anything out of it. And all the subs that were there, a lot of them were just to use you for coins, for FIFA coins. There's a few I can name off the top of my head. Tahihi, he won't watch this, and Tomo FIFA HD or something across those lines. A few ones here and there who actually came and watched, like, and they were big fans. And there's loads I can name off the top of my head. But back then it was almost depressing to see how much work and effort you put in, how little recognition you got, just because of how saturated FIFA was. And then you come over to racing games, and it's just a lot different. I still do get a bit upset when, you know, say for example the initial D video got 10 views. When you spend so long editing it, and when you have videos that are literally, you ask questions in that video so you can record it in the next video and say, oh, in this episode I'm gonna upgrade this because you guys told me to, and no one says anything. It's like, who am I talking to? There's no one there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, those 10 views could be accidental for all I know. Like, that's how I felt. Like, a couple of them could have been me refreshing the page to see if there's any comments, and then a few of them could have been someone clicking on by accident and clicking off.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's what really got me. But I've never felt the need to quit after I joined the racing community. Never.
Guys, I'm gonna leave you to join the FIFA community. Bye.
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 You need to throw your chair as well.
Okay. Alright, hey guys, today I'm doing my first FIFA unboxing.
Strip FIFA.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
You're-
God.
Let's do the lucky nose pack. Alright.
Let's do the lucky Ronnie pack.
Oh, team of the season, Messi! Ah!
I'm guilty of it. Like,
Oh,
I
man.
was fake as shit back in the FIFA community. I ain't gonna lie. I was fake as shit. I'm actually kind of a bit weary.
No.
Like, what's he looking at? Has he done something to his wall?
You can tell by his face.
Let's have a look. Let's have a look.
Look at that.
Idiot. Oh my
He's
god.
actually done what people do there. Anyway,
It's alright.
Yeah, I'll-
Use some of the FIFA coins he got to pay for it.
Yeah.
yeah, like the FIFA community. I don't know. Never go back. I was young and stupid back then. Never do that ever again. That was an awful decision to ever do that. Have we got anything else to say before we go?
No?
Nice 2 hour long 40th anniversary Drivecast.
It hasn't been 2 hours?
I didn't
Holy
expect
shit.
to get the 40 subs, especially when we kind of went on hiatus after the first episode.
Yeah. Before we go, let's talk about that because. Okay, let's start off with the first episode. That shit was a bit of a joke. Like, it was kind of a jokey idea. We didn't really think it was ever going to go anywhere. And that was when it was just me, CJ, and I Am the Most Wanted, who probably gave up YouTube by now, I think, maybe.
Nah, he makes videos every once in a while.
But not like professionally, quote unquote.
Yeah,
with,
he
like,
does it
air
as like
quotes.
I'm bored, I'm gonna make a video sort of thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, we do it professionally, almost. But like, yeah, so we started off there, and I didn't think it was going to go anywhere past 10. I had kind of aspirations that it would. Richie, when did you join? What episode?
The first.
Wait, when did I... When...
That doesn't tell me the number, though. What number?
When did I become host, or when did I come in as a special guest?
Both.
Okay, so I came in as the special guest on... I forgot what episode it was, but it was on your birthday, Cam. Because it was April 11th, and you had a fucking two Fast and Furious things. I think one was a Fast and Furious 7 poster. You were showing that before it started. I'm like, cool, man. And then we started recording, and then afterwards he's like, all right, babes, I'm gonna go because I gotta do things. Bye. And then call ended. And then I think I came in. I forgot what number Hasiel was on. Was it 19?
You
I
were a
remember
guest
what-
twice. Yeah, you were a guest twice.
Oh, I came on 18, and then Jay came on next, and then I came host.
I don't understand that. I thought that Drivecast was a lot more. I was. This is gonna sound pathetic, but I was actually quite nervous because I thought you.
Same.
I didn't know what type of people I was dealing with. I didn't know. CJ to me sounded like one of those big buff American guys. Like, I didn't know you were like a 15-year-old kid with autism.
How old did you think I was?
A little Asian boy and a Chinese guy. And a Mexican. I didn't know I was dealing with those type of people. So it's weird. I find it strange. I didn't expect myself to be so friendly with you now. I actually didn't. I had. No
Oh yeah,
idea.
like even after calls, we like touch each other.
Okay.
Okay,
now
so
you're gonna-
no. What did you join on? What episodes did you join on?
Hold on. I'm actually checking on your channel right now.
Right, Jay, what episode did you join on? Do you know?
No, I'm going to look.
No, he joined an episode after me. I think. Hold on.
So,
All right,
so just to carry on with the story before Nina finds all.
I found it real quick. So, I came on episode 11, U.S. Reign Supreme.
Oh, that one.
And afterwards, that one was R.I.P. Speedway. That's when Speedway made his return from his rat situation. And 13J was on. And then I came on again on 17. And then Jay came on 18. And then I became host 19 with Hasiel Cordoba.
What was that? What was it? Was that called News?
Yep.
Yeah.
Remember that one?
Well, you better remember that.
I actually I was doing homework. I was doing homework a few days ago, and I rewatched that one, the one with Hasiel.
Yeah.
Hasiel Cordoba. That was started off as a joke because he became an emoticon on my forum, and then it kind of just spiraled out of control. And then he actually came on the podcast, which was ridiculous. I still can't get past over that. Anyway, episode 2, was that with Greg or was that with me?
Speedway.
We
It's Speedway.
You and Speedway. We had
And then Speedway
on
came on.
guest, and then at the end.
And that was when we invited Speedway as a guest, and then he came on because he thought he was a host, but we thought he's got potential, unless he actually can't stay here, like he can't today. And then we asked him to be on, and he was on. And then we kind of just we went drive. We didn't really hang out as a group really. We kind of did Drivecast and left until like Nina came on, and then we kind of. I feel like before we were friends and stuff, but we weren't like close. But then as soon as like Nina came on, that was when it really started. It's like
Yeah, like we're penis touching close. Know what I mean?
It was basically like Skype with every single day. With like you can't do anything to it.
No, it's like this, and then here's CJ.
But like on a serious note, then Nina came on around episode 13. You said something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, no, it was 11. It was 11. There you
11. And then
Yeah.
after that, we kind of became more of a closer group. And I think you can tell there's more chemistry now compared to the first few episodes.
Oh yeah. I
Like
remember
it's a lot more fluent now. When you go a bit deeper in, like I can call CJ fucking autistic, and
go.
partially because it's true, partially because we have.
I remember.
That was just an excuse to call you an autistic. Sorry.
Yeah, I remember the first. when I first saw Niner on the screen. Like I asked, oh Cam, I come on to Drivecast in the morning. Cam goes, oh we're having a guest on today. I'm like, oh cool, and he goes, a really cool guy, and then Niner comes on, and the first thing that pops into my mind is, oh my god, he's Asian.
Oh,
Oh my god. But I'm not, you asshole!
so the first thing you saw me was, oh, he's black.
No, because you told
Yes,
me
it
he was
was.
black.
Don't lie. You thought, oh, he's Asian and he's white. Then you must have thought, because I am actually black and I speak like.
To
a
be
black
fair,
person.
when you look at Niner from his side, like when he was licking his wall, he looked white as like just look back at your door again.
White.
Look how he looks so much whiter there than he does.
Yeah, he
before.
does. Just the fact that his hair kind of looks pointy is just like on the sides. But, oh my god.
We've had a mix of both good and bad guests. I'm not gonna slate anyone, but there's been some. Damn. Damn.
What did you actually
Yeah.
say?
Huh?
What?
I'm not gonna say who the people were, but there was definitely some.
That's what
We've
you
had,
did,
we've had a
that's
mix of good and bad guests. Very good. I mean, CJ still thinks he's a host, which I need to break the news to you. You've been a guest since day one. Your time is up. Your time is now. You
It
can't-
was a lie.
And he makes it
God.
autistic. Yeah, that's been a mix of good and bad guests. I think the point where Drivecast really changed for the better was the reboot on the second episode.
Yeah.
That was literally when
Wait,
things
we
just turned
introduced
around.
web-
Wait, how can you say that when you only did one episode before? How can
Exactly.
you say that the
Exactly.
point was something that's
Exactly.
only
We did one episode and took like a 2-month hiatus and came back.
Yeah. First episode was Christmas Eve. Oh, by the way, we have to do an episode on Christmas Eve because that's our 1-year anniversary.
No, we don't.
And yeah, we do.
That's not Saturday, you dickhead. We do Drivecast on Saturdays.
Then do a special episode and then we do another one on 28th.
No, are you mad? I've got things to do on Christmas Eve.
Exactly.
Like-
you can't
Well,
sit
then
down.
we have stuff to do on Christmas Eve last year.
You were younger last year. You had less responsibility last year. Things.
No,
things-
CJ, that's a stupid idea. We're just gonna do a 1-year anniversary on the weekend it happens, on the Saturday. I'm pretty sure it's Boxing Day anyway, 26th.
No, the 28th.
They don't have.
It's
Boxing-
Christmas is on a Friday, isn't it?
They don't have.
No,
Boxing
Christmas
Day.
Eve. Oh no, I'm looking at November's calendar.
They don't have it, by the way.
It would be quote unquote Boxing Day, whatever.
They don't
Boxing
have
Day is
that.
just the day after Christmas. That big. It's just a day for the day after Christmas. The day
Yeah, we have it here too, CJ. Yeah, cock.
No, we don't.
It wasn't even CJ. It was Jay. Anyway,
Whatever, it's the same shit.
But yeah.
I think.
Well, it's
Drivecast
not.
has-
One's an autistic white boy and one's a black person.
Well, you both have J in your name, so kill yourself.
But yeah,
Yeah, I-
just looking at the Up to Speed and seeing like how that kind of ended, just something. I honestly thought ours would end the same way, but
Up to Speed was a lot more professional. I haven't really talked about Up to Speed at all because
You know why
no
Up
one-
to Speed was more professional? Do you want to know why it was more professional?
Because EK was there. EK was there.
No, it's because less comfortable
yeah,
with
it
the people
seems a
he
lot.
was doing it with.
Seems a lot more straightforward and.
I
Not
Martin,
to say it was bad. I watched it every weekend or whatever.
I still
Yeah.
talk to Martin now.
Yeah.
Like 3 days.
Yeah,
And then
cool.
Theo, we have a long history. Not gonna go into details because this is going on the internet, but we have a long history. It's
Well, you guys talked about the Up to Speed thing on episode 23 or whatever that was.
Me?
Yeah, you guys talked about your breakup.
Break up.
Break up.
Yeah, like it all started because EK joined. I remember that. Like we didn't know EK was joining. Me and Martin didn't have a clue. Theo was like, "Come on, join in," and I was like, "No." and now you can evidently see why. 69.
Dude.
Yeah, there's obviously evident reasons why I didn't like that fact, and I left. That's basically it. I'm not sure how. I might have explained differently. But
Plus, I never got paid for coming up with the name, so there's that.
kill yourself.
I
Yeah,
guess
Up to Speed,
that's
Up to Speed was good. I think that definitely could have lasted longer.
Yeah.
I'm glad I went through with Drivecast though. Like,
What?
I think the original reason why Drivecast started was because I left Up to Speed and wanted to create another podcast, and CJ and Greg at the time were up for it. So I didn't want to just drop the podcast idea because it was a really good idea. I remember we were going through names, and we got to the point where we were going to call it the SUH podcast.
Oh my god.
I remember that specifically. I'm like, looking back on that now, if this was called the SUH podcast, I would feel like such an ignorant bastard.
Yeah.
It wouldn't work. I think Drivecast goes really well. And I remember
Yeah.
for the first few weeks, because when we launched the podcast, Drive Club came out, and we kept on calling it Drive Club. Instead of,
I do that now. I do that now.
Yeah, I think everyone's done it now, at least once.
I remember that. But I think Drivecast is a good name. In a few years' time, when Drive Club goes down the toilet and we're still doing YouTube, in like 10 years, I'll be fine. But that's it. Anything to say before we go? We rambled on for a good 15 minutes then.
Yeah.
God save Drivecast. Yes,
Thanks everyone who watches Drivecast. Thank you all for watching us thus far. This is
Okay,
really only
actually,
the beginning.
I've got something to say because I can say this better than CJ can. Without you guys who are listening to this right now, there wouldn't be a Drivecast, and it's honestly as simple as that. That is the bottom line. Anyway, if you guys have enjoyed, make sure to go ahead and drop us some Q&A questions for next week, as well as leave a like and subscribe. Any last words before we go, guys? Oh, actually, I'm not done yet. Go subscribe to our channels if CJ remembers to put it in the description. Now, any last words?
Not really.
Skrrr! Skrrr! No, CJ, you killed it.
I'm
CJ.
not saying wildcard yet. I'm not going to...
CJ, you killed it. You should kill yourself.
No.
Okay,
Just say something loud. Just say something loud.
69!
Wildcard!